For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience.
Jim Jarvis.
Welcome into Bourne Park on a very cloudy day, as we wish you a happy Saturday afternoon that will turn into evening as the 2-2 Wareham Gatemen come in to take on the first place in 4-0 Bourne Braves. Jack Sadighian and Owen Sughrue, on the call for this one, and we'll start with a look at the standings. As it stands in the West right now, the Bourne Braves are in first at 4-0 with 8 points. You get 2 points for a win, 1 for a tie. Commodores are behind them at 2-1 and 1 with 5. The Gatemen and Kettleers are tied at 2-2 with 4 points apiece, and the Harbor Hawks are 1-3 at 2 points. So in a short season that we've already had one game canceled, so right now a total of 39 games if every game gets played the rest of this summer. A very important matchup, Owen.
Yeah, absolutely. The Braves, right, as you said, Jack, in first place in this division, and you know, just looking at the weather for next week, there's some rain in the forecast. You know, I think we're going to have a few more rainouts as the season goes on, so it does make these matchups. It makes every game so important. So the Gatemen here with a really good chance to play, again, the first place Braves and try to get some points on the board.
Wareham recently playing well, 2 wins in a row, and it's been on the back of some good pitching.
It really has. I mean, it's just these past 2 games, they've just been excellent all around, offensively, certainly, but really the pitching has been the big improvement in this past few games. It was, you know, all in all pretty smooth sailing, just 1 run in both, and just phenomenal performances from several pitchers for the Gatemen, going deep into games, putting the offense in a really good position, and the offense has been able to get what that needs to get done too. And you know, again, this pitching, you go back to it, both starters and those guys who have come in have just been really impressive in these past few games.
Bats for the Gatemen a little slow to start this season, but Owen Diodati's bat has not been slow at all. 3 home runs, that's first in the league. 8 RBIs, tied for first with Michael Curiali out of UCLA. What have you seen from him that's been so good?
Yeah, you know, I think a lot of it last night was really impressive. And that home run, again, that was one we just said right off the bat, there was just no way that was staying in the ballpark. And, you know, he showed some, I would say he's shown glimpses, but he's really shown consistency, you know, now as we've had a few more appearances from him, and just seen that he really is going to be a force up in the early in that lineup for the Gatemen. Those 2 home runs mean he's batting .375, 8 RBI. He has a double too. That double, that was a Katuit. That was opposite field. You know, he's pulled a lot of his home runs. We've talked about that, but you know, one of the things he mentioned when we spoke with him earlier was that he's working on hitting opposite field. He's shown he can do it, and that's pretty scary for opposing pitchers.
Now let's take a look at the opponent. The Bourne Braves, 4-0, looking for their first championship since 2009. They made it all the way to Game 3 of the championship before falling to Brewster in 2017. They're hungry for another one. Hot start out the gates in 2021, and it's been the offense for them. 7 home runs, 8 doubles in their first 4 games. They're slugging .514 as a team.
Yeah, the Bourne Braves, I mean, this offense is, we talked about yesterday, we talked about Orleans and their talent offensively, and it's a pretty similar story here in Bourne. And the Gatemen going to have another good test pitching-wise. I mean, they're batting .318. I got a .401 on-base percentage. This is a very, very tough team offensively. Joe Lamp, Christian Knapczyk. You know, it's deep. It goes all the way through. It's certainly going to be another good test.
Let's take a look at the batting lineups. We'll start with the visiting Gatemen. Leading off for the 5th time in a row is Jim Jarvis, a left-hander, playing second base. He's followed by Kane Kern, the Ohio State standout, in right field. Batting third is Owen Diodati. He'll be in left, league-leading 3 home runs. And he's followed by a newcomer, Jack Brannigan, wearing number 52 today. I guess he forgot his number 9 jersey, but he'll have 52 on, play third base, and bat in the cleanup spot. .295 hitter this past year for Notre Dame. Batting 5th is Paul Skeens, who's DHing. Then it's the lefty Tres Gonzalez in center field and batting 6th. He's followed by Nick Samillo at catcher, batting 7th, and Angelo Despina is 8th at first base. Batting 9th, Cody Jeffries, the shortstop. But a little bit of a shakeup in the lineup for the Gatemen after 2 straight wins. They had 2 of the same lineups, barring 1 change with Cade Fergus today. Total mix-up.
Yeah, right. A few new names here. Obviously Jack Brannigan, a totally new game, just got activated today here in the Cape League, but also we'd seen Crooks a lot at catcher out of Oklahoma, had an excellent home run last night. We'd sort of gotten used to seeing him behind the plate, and Samillo making his second appearance so far this season tonight. And then, so we've got a few new names. Skeens making his return at DH. We saw the last time we saw him, he was on the mound pitching at relief against YD. So we've got some changes here.
The lineup for the Bourne Braves starts with 2 lefties. Joe Lamp batting first in center field. Batting second is Christian Knapczyk. He'll play shortstop. Batting third, the righty Brandon Wimmer, DHing. 4th is Dalton Rushing, the first baseman, batting lefty. 5th, Zach Agnos at third. 6th, Caden Wallace in right. 7th, Colby Thomas in left. 8th, Peter Burns catching. His first plate appearances coming since the opener. And the righty Tanner Schobel rounding things off in the 9th spot. This is a Braves team that we just mentioned has been hitting well. Some of their top guys, the 3 and 4 hitters, Brandon Wimmer and Dalton Rushing. Yeah, certainly. And interestingly, Knapczyk and Rushing, 2 teammates from Louisville. So, again, it's quite a deep lineup here, and the early guys are really, they've done a lot of damage. Knapczyk and Lamp, the 2, Lamp batting leadoff and then Knapczyk at second, both went 2 for 4 last night. So, also can get on base. We know they can hit for power too. So, certainly a very, very solid lineup here for Bourne. First pitch just a few moments away. This has been your Gatemen live pregame show. Be sure to join us in just a couple of minutes for first pitch, and we'll get the defensive formations to you as well. You're listening to the Gatemen Baseball Network.
We appreciate and thank the sponsors who support the Cape League and the 10 teams. Our corporate sponsors are the financial backbone of the league. It is with their support that we are able to preserve our long-standing tradition of providing the best family entertainment here on Cape Cod. On behalf of the Wareham Gatemen, the 9 other teams, league officers, and the entire Cape League family, we would like to announce and thank our 2021 corporate sponsors. With much appreciation, we recognize
the Yawkey Foundation, Curry College, Cape Cod Healthcare, the 99 Restaurants, Coca-Cola Bottling of Cape Cod,
Badger Sport, 47 Brand, Cape Cod 5 Cent Savings Bank, Milton Cat, Mosquito Marys,
Fairway Financial, Ocean Spray, Seaside Le Mans, Rogers Gray, Franklin Sports,
Cape Destinations, Solvin Tire, Cape Cod Times, Kinlan Grover Real Estate, Cape Cod Chamber of Commerce,
Highline Cruises, Sports Picks, On Deck Sports, Barnstable Bat, Highness Area Chamber of Commerce,
HP Hood, Sunderland Printing, Axis Bats, Quest Diagnostics, Cape Space. And of course, thank you to Major League Baseball for over 50 years of support.
The Cape Cod Baseball League and the NCAA promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We ask for your cooperation and positive support of the participants and officials. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments or any other intimidating actions will not be tolerated. Thank you. We ask parents to keep their children off the roofs of the dugouts, away from the batting cages, and out of the bullpen areas. Please throw rubbish into the barrels and recycle the aluminum cans in special bins located around the park.
Ladies and gentlemen, state law prohibits the use of any tobacco product on school property. Thanks for keeping us in compliance.
Cameras and video cameras are permitted inside Spillane Field for personal photos but cannot be used to reproduce the game, players, or on-field events without the express written permission of the Wareham Gatemen. Use of camera or video equipment must not interfere with other fans' enjoyment of the game.
Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It takes only 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
The 99 Restaurant and Pub is proud to be a sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit your local 99 and try their famous colossal lobster rolls. Piled high on grilled brioche and served hot buttered or with just the right amount of mayo and celery with fries and coleslaw. The 99, always the real deal. Badger Sport is a leading provider of superior quality team uniforms and performance athletic wear, including performance t-shirts, fleeces, shorts, and pants. From the fields to the stands and at every practice along the way, Founders Sport Group makes authentic, quality apparel accessible at the speed of the sport. Visit foundersport.com today.
Baseball Factory is a company specializing in player development and college placement of high school baseball players. We care about guiding players to a college that is the perfect fit. Give us a call at 877-752-6025 to get started today.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950s-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
Baseball Factory's vision is to guide both players and parents through the college recruiting process into professionally trained players in order to find a school that is the right fit, both academically and athletically. Contact us at 877-752-6025.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners.
With professional coaches that provide personalized world-class baseball training, Baseball Factory helps every player take his game to the next level. Get a pro evaluation by calling 877-752-6025.
One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Cape Cod Healthcare is committed to coordinating and delivering the highest quality healthcare services which enhance the health of all Cape Cod residents and visitors. You can expect this level of patient-centered care throughout our entire healthcare system.
Imagine waking up to a seaside breeze, a fishing fleet leaving for work, and a crimson sun rising over seals relaxing on the sandbars. This is the experience of Chatham Bars Inn, Cape Cod's premier resort and spa. To learn more about Cape Cod's finest luxury hotel, resort, and spa, visit chathambarsinn.com.
Cape Cod Healthcare offers a comprehensive array of medical services delivered by top-notch teams of healthcare providers. Their physicians provide the best evidence-based and proven medicine at their state-of-the-art facilities. If you need them, they'll be there.
Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod Coca-Cola has been proudly refreshing the community for over 30 years, and we're honored to support the Cape Cod Baseball League and many other wonderful organizations on the Cape.
Cape Cod Healthcare is committed to providing tools and resources for your sustained well-being. We recognize the vital role of preventative medicine in your health journey and want to help you not only get well, but stay well.
Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. We offer over 400 different beverage choices on Cape Cod to quench every thirst, and more than 150 of those are low or no-calorie options.
Earn a bachelor's or master's degree, complete a certificate, or take a single course through the Division of Continuing Education and Graduate Studies at Curry College. In-person and high-flex classes run days, evenings, and weekends in Milton and Plymouth. To learn more about the programs in business, accounting, criminal justice, education, nursing, and more, visit curry.edu.
Clobbered high and deep to right center field, and this one is gone, a home run.
That home run's brought to you by Eastern Propane and Oil, another scholarship for a deserving youth. Eastern Propane and Oil, we're in your neighborhood.
Curry College is where you go to become anything you want. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers with learning beyond the classroom. Explore undergraduate programs, including new majors in sport and recreational management, graphic design, marketing, and computer science, online at www.currycollege.edu. Whether you are recently retired or still working, Fairway Financial can help you create clearly defined retirement income strategies to help protect your wealth, create guaranteed income for life, and provide a legacy for your family. We are committed to earning your trust by thoroughly understanding your goals and dreams and helping you gain greater financial confidence. To learn more, visit Fairway Financial in South Yarmouth or go to fairwayfinancial.net.
Welcome back to Doran Park as we are nearly set for first pitch on the Gatemen Baseball Network. Jack Sadighian, Owen Sughrue. And on the mound for the Braves will be Gordon Graceffo, who threw against Hyannis in the opener. 4 scoreless innings with 5 strikeouts, Owen.
Yeah, he had an excellent start for them. He had a solid season as well for Villanova. A 7-2 record, a 1.54 ERA, and 11 appearances. And trying to get another good start here for the Braves. So he's going to have a, he's going to be a solid test again for the Gatemen offensively. We talked about the Braves offensively, and this is going to be another tough pitching matchup for them too.
Braves in their all-white uniforms. Gatemen, gray pants, navy tops. We'll take you through the Braves lineup defensively. In left field, it's Colby Thomas, Joe Lampe in center. Caden Wallace in right field. Down to first base, it's Dalton Rushing. Then Tanner Schobel at second. Christian Knapczyk at short, Zach Agnos at third, and behind the plate, Peter Burns.
Yeah, and just another note on Graceffo. Graceffo's fastball typically hangs in the low 90s, gets up to 93, can get up 94, 95, but he likes that fastball, also working on some breaking pitches, so he's got a pretty solid rotation.
Leading off for the Gatemen will be Jim Jarvis, Cade Kern, and Owen Diodati. As Jarvis works his way into the left side, it'll be a righty-lefty matchup. Jarvis on the Cape League season, 5 for 16 with an RBI. He's drawn 3 walks.
Second baseman from the University of Alabama, number 28, Jim Jarvis.
First pitch from Graceffo. Fastball in for a strike. Jarvis leading off for Wareham for the 5th straight game. Oh, 1 swung on and missed.
Jarvis again at second base. We saw him in the opener at Katuitt at shortstop. He's been at second base for the past few games. They like him there.
2-2 Gatemen tied for third in the West with Katuitt against the first place 4-0 Braves. First meeting between these two teams in 2021. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed. 3 pitches, and Jarvis strikes out. 1 away in the top of the first.
Now batting,
and a good
right
fastball there to get Jarvis
University,
swinging.
11,
Just ran away
Kern.
from Graceffo with that fastball, tough on the outside of the zone.
That'll bring up Cade Kern, starting in right field today. 4 for 12 with 3 RBIs on the Cape League season. First pitch to him misses inside. Quick on the bases as well. He's stolen a couple bags already. One-0 swung on, fouled off.
And we can tell already he likes that fastball. That's all he's had so far.
Wind blowing out to left center field. Kind of a weird situation in right field as well. It's 300 feet to the right foul pole, but it quickly adds depth as you move into dead right field, and it's 360 to right. 395 to center and 330 to left field. 1-1. Swung on, fouled over the right side. Kern, the everyday center fielder for Ohio State, second team All Big Ten this year and a freshman All-American. Hit .325. One-two pitch. Breaking ball low and away.
Kern also, in 2020, the Gatorade Baseball Player of the Year in Ohio. Chose to stay in state and be a Buckeye.
Well, that's always been his dream school. 2-2. Low.
And we've seen that fastball mostly been sort of where we said before, low 90s. Likes that, mixes in a curveball. We've seen that in this at-bat for the first time.
Scoreless in the top of the first, 1 out, nobody on. Payoff pitch coming for Cade Kern. Graceffo from the windup. On the way, and fouled off. So Kern due with the second payoff pitch. Diodati, the league leader in home runs with 3 on deck. Here's the second payoff. Swung on and missed. 2 straight strikeouts to start things off for Gordon Graceffo.
Now batting.
Yeah, great start for him. Good swing there from Kern. Good at bat, got it to a full count, but just like Jarvis in the first at bat, got him swinging both times quickly, 2 away, 2 strikeouts.
So that'll bring up the left fielder, Owen Diodati. 6 for 16, 3 homers. That leads the league. 8 RBIs. That's tied for first with Michael Curiali out of UCLA. Playing for Falmouth this summer. First pitch to Diodati. Swung on and missed.
And that fastball, it's been up in the zone a lot, and it's been tough. Jarvis, Kern, now Diodati all having trouble with that.
And it runs away from those left-handers as well. 2 outs, nobody on, scoreless in the top of the first. Diodati using his left foot to rake the batter's box. The pitch. In for a strike. So no balls and 2 strikes to Diodati as he shakes his head at home plate umpire Joe Hilton.
That was a tough breaking ball. Just got in the inside of the zone. Tough pitch there for Diodati.
Call for time. 0-2. Upstairs. Diodati out of Alabama. Second on the team with 11 homers. Tied for second on the team with 40 RBIs.
Also had 3 grand slams this past season. Tied for second most in a single season in Alabama history.
Here's the 1-2. Swung on, skied center field. Lampy charging in on it. Moving to his right, and he makes the grab. 1-2-3 inning for Graceffo to start things off. And the Gatemen bats due up. Or excuse me, the Bourne bats due up bottom of the first after this.
Legacy Insurance Agency at 213 Main Street here in Wareham can offer you coverage for all your insurance needs. We have the bundle discounts, the accident forgiveness, the vanishing deductible, no loss, etc. But unlike those gimmick companies, we can quote you with multiple carriers. So forget the lizard and price tool and come talk to a professional. We'll help you find what's right for you. The AD Makepeace Company also owns and operates Reed Custom Soils, the area's leading manufacturer of custom soils, including CU structural soil and Rooflight certified green roof media. Reed Custom Soils is also a manufacturer and distributor of baseball infield mix and conditioners. To learn more, visit admakepeace.com or reedcustomsoils.com.
Got legal trouble? Attorney Mark Deshays is here to help the greater New Bedford area with real estate and business law, estate planning, and probate. Visit him today.
Welcome back to the Gatemen Baseball Network. 1-2-3 inning for Gordon Graceffo, the right-hander, in the top of the first. And now Jeffrey Gilbert will try and match him. His second appearance of the season through two and a third, against Catuit in the opener. Gave up 2 earned off of 2 hits with 2 strikeouts. But just trying to work into more of a long relief or a starting role after being the closer for Clemson this past season.
Right, did a lot of closing for Clemson. Really emerged as one of their best closers this past year. Has a curveball, likes also a slider, fastball into the mid-90s.
The center fielder from Arizona
a good
State
rotation
University,
for him so
4,
far, and
Joe Lampy.
Getting some more starts early in these games, trying to settle into his new role as a starter, making a bit of an adjustment.
He'll start off against the lefty Joe Lampy, starting in center field for the Braves today. 5 for 11, couple RBIs, and he's drawn 3 walks. First pitch. Shows bunt, lays it down the third base line. Brannigan charges, throw to first is off the bag. That gets away. Lampy's going to hold up at first.
And really a good bunt there from Lampy. Just went right down the left base line. Brannigan tried to barehand it and made an okay throw, just a little outside of the reach of Despina. So that's tough. Lampy, leadoff hitter, gets on fast.
We'll see how it's scored. I would probably give it a hit. So Lampy on first, nobody away. Scoreless in the bottom of the first. Now the lefty Christian Knapczyk into the box. First pitch, rolls over right side. Despina has it from first. Jeffrey will cover the bag and get the out. Despina to Jeffrey, 3-1 put out. Lampy advances to second.
Now batting, the designated hitter
A
from
pretty
the
good
University
play
of South
there
Carolina,
from Despina.
number 29,
Had to
Braylon
adjust. Gilbert
Wimmer.
had to go over quickly, cover the bag, but all in all, although Lampy does advance to second, good for the Gatemen to get one out.
Lampy in scoring position, one away. Scoreless in the bottom of the first as Wimmer steps in. Braylon Wimmer, DHing today. First pitch to the righty is in for a strike. Wimmer 3 for 13, a couple home runs, 5 RBIs. He homered against Hyannis and Brewster. Lampy, sizable lead off second, 0-1. Swung on and missed. And Lampy's bunt down the third baseline was ruled a base hit. He's on second now. Here's the 0-2. Gets away to the backstop. Lampy to third, no throw. It bounced right back to Samillo, but an easy bag for Lampy.
Yeah, tough pitch there in the dirt. And we have a brick backstop here, and that did. It just sort of trampolined right off the brick back to Samillo, but nonetheless, Lampy able to advance to third, so he's now 90 feet away.
1-2. Lifted into right field. Will it stay fair? It does, off Despina's glove. Runner scores. Wimmer slides into second, safe.
And a really tough, just unlucky play there for Despina. Him trying to make a catch over shoulder as the Florida State marching chant plays here for the Braves. But Despina again looking over his shoulder toward the right field fence and hit him in the glove and bobbled it a few times. Jeffries was over there, Jarvis was over there as well. Kern had made his way over from right field. And again, we talked a little bit about some of the balls a few games ago that just sneaked into that inside that left field line, and that one's similar there.
So we'll see how that's scored. 1-0 Braves, one away. Bottom of the first, runner on second. Now Dalton rushing to the plate. Rushing 2 for 5 with a homer and a couple RBIs. He homered against Hyannis. That was the season opener. First pitch to him in the dirt. So Lampy bunts his way on and then is knocked in by Wimmer's knuckler that just kept twisting and spinning in right field. No one could find it. That pitch is popped up into shallow left field. Gatemen give a chase. It gets down again. Jeffries has it. Wimmer advances to third. Runners on the corners now.
In a remarkably sort of mirror image of the last play, just in left field.
Not batting for
Jeffries
the Braves,
trying to
the
make
third
a play
baseman
over
from
his
East Carolina
shoulder, and
University,
that one just
number
dropped in.
14,
It couldn't have been more than
Agnos.
two or three feet out of his grasp, too.
So the Gatemen can't catch a break. They're down 1-0. Runners on the corners and one away after two lazy pop flies in a shallow right and shallow left field. Just enough to escape all the Gatemen chasing after him. First pitch to Zach Agnos, the third baseman, misses.
And we've talked a little bit about the wind at Spillane, and this, I think, has been the windiest game we've had so far, and both of those balls certainly sort of seem to carry a little bit farther than they might have otherwise.
It's blowing out to left as that pitch misses low. 2 balls and no strikes to Agnos. It's blowing out to left, which caused that ball that was popped foul to get back into right field, and then caused the ball that was popped into left field to just twist and turn and drop past Jeffrey's glove. Agnos, the third baseman, 2 for 10 with the solo homer. 2-0 to him. Fouled straight back. So they gave Wimmer a double on that ball that dropped in right field, rushing a single. 2-1, swung on and missed.
So Agnos, ECU had a great season this past season, went 44-15. One knock on Agnos, was susceptible to strikeouts, had 50 this past year. So with 2-2, Gilbert with an opportunity.
Here's the pitch. Too low. Full count for Zach Agnos. Gilbert trying to keep it at a one-run game. Already 3 hits from the first 4 Braves. A couple of those unlucky. Payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. 2 away now with runners on the corners.
That was a good fastball there up in the zone for Gilbert.
Now batting,
get a little bit of momentum. Certainly, like you mentioned, Jack, a little bit of bad luck, a little bit of, and certainly you got to hand it to the Braves too for, for scoring a run here early. But for Gilbert, that's a good sign for him. Gets a strikeout, his first of the game so far, and with what's been a pretty busy inning, a chance here to get out of it. Again, that runner on third, but try to minimize the damage.
Runners on the corners, 2 away now. 1-run Bourne lead. First pitch to Caden Wallace is upstairs. Caden Wallace starting in right field today, his first Cape League appearance on the season. Sophomore from Arkansas, 279 hitter, 14 homers, 44 RBIs this season. 1-0, fastball upstairs. But for all that's happened and all the bad luck for Gilbert, he could get out of this with only 1 run on the board. Wind dying down for a moment. 2-0. Again upstairs. 3 straight pitches high to Wallace.
That one a changeup, trying to mix things up a little bit. Down 2-0 in the count, but similar to the 2 fastballs early, just stayed up there. So 3-0 now.
Here's the pitch. Take all the way as fastball drops in for a strike. Gilbert working quickly from the stretch. 3-1. Swung on, lifted, right field, charging in, Kern, and he makes the grab. The ball was twisting away from Kern. He quickly darted to his right and gloved it for the final out. Gilbert, a little bit of bad luck. He gives up 1 run on 3 hits, 2 left on base for the Braves. And we'll take a 1-0 game to the second inning on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
One of the Gatemen's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Cone, where you can get anything from fried clams and fried chicken to an ice cream sundae, and then top it all off with a round of mini golf. Cool Cone, located on Route 6 on the Wareham-Marion line.
The law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
Got legal trouble? Attorney Mark Deshays is here to help the greater New Bedford area with real estate and business law, estate planning, and probate. Visit him today.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
Welcome back to Doran Park. 1-0 lead for the Braves. After 3 hits, bringing a run in the first, did leave 2 stranded. A little bit of bad luck for Jeffrey Gilbert. But after a 1-2-3 inning, Gordon Graceffo back to work. He'll have Jack Brannigan, Paul Skeens, and Tres Gonzalez. Battle of West Division foes. Gatemen at 2-2, Bourne at 4-0 atop the West Division.
Jack Brannigan.
The Gatemen are tied for third. They have 4 points to the Braves' 8. Falmouth Commodores in second with 5, and the Hawks in last with 2 points and a 1-3 record. Brannigan awaiting his first pitch from Graceffo. And he swings at it, grounds it right side. Charging is Agnos, throw to first in time.
Good play there from Agnos. We talked a little earlier in the bottom of the first inning there about a tough throw from Brannigan. And then as a little kind of favor back to him, their third baseman, Agnos, makes a great play over to retire Brannigan in his first at-bat for the Gatemen.
Brannigan activated today, so he gets to start at third. Notre Dame eliminated in the Super Regionals by Mississippi State. Brannigan took about a week off and then came up to play for Wareham. First pitch to Skeens, drops in for a strike. Skeens DHing today. He's 1 for 9 on the Cape League season with 5 strikeouts. 1 away, nobody on in the top of the second. 1-0 Bourne lead. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and missed.
Really good curveball there. Just got away from Skeens.
Yeah, he was chasing. Not even close to that one. Graceffo from the windup, 0-2. In the dirt. This time, Skeens didn't chase the breaking ball. Gatemen looking for their first hit. 4 straight batters retired. Wind blowing lazily out to center. 1-2. Swung on and missed. Foul tipped into the mitt of Burns. 2 away, still nobody on in the top of the second.
A really good fastball there. Had the breaking ball going early in that at bat.
Went
Went back to it at 0-2. Had some pitches to play with. On the first one in the dirt, and then a good fastball there up in the zone. Got Skeens to chase.
1-0 Braves lead. The lefty Tres Gonzalez steps in. 2 for 11 with an RBI. He's drawn 2 walks on the Cape League season. First pitch to him is in for a strike.
Gonzalez didn't play last night, but we talked earlier about how the Gatemen have been doing some mixing up the lineup a little bit in the outfield, so he's back tonight.
0-1, grounded up the middle. Backhanded by Schobel. Throw to first is late. Gatemen have their first hit with 2 outs in the second from Tres Gonzalez.
And that one there was a hit last night from Jace Young, actually, and Jeffrey's able to make a great play up the middle. That one actually not hit quite as hard, which sort of works to Gonzalez's advantage.
Number 13,
so
Nicholas
Schobel
Samillo.
not able to make as much of a play on it as he would like, and Gonzalez able to reach.
First hit for the Gatemen, an infield single. Brings up Nick Samillo, the catcher. He's still looking for his first Cape League hit. 0 for 5. Gonzalez on first, 2 away. He's the tying run in the second. First pitch to Samillo. Misses low and outside.
And Samillo also plays outfield for Manhattan. Was the MAAC preseason player of the year this past season. Batted .284.
Yeah, had a great year. Here's the 1-0. Fastball inside. Graceffo, strong mix of fastball, curveball, and changeup. A nod from Graceffo. Here's the 2-0. Fastball upstairs.
We've seen a few of those fastballs, again, like the one that Skeens swung on at the last at-bat and resulted in his strikeout. But a lot of those fastballs pretty high up there. Samillo smart there not to chase. Up 3-0.
Here's the pitch. High and inside. That nearly hit Samillo. And he'll take his base. A base hit and a walk with 2 outs.
Now batting, the first baseman from
Sets up Despina with an opportunity to drive in a run.
So a really good chance here for Despina. Despina batting 143 so far this season, has 7 strikeouts, but did have a double earlier. So with a few guys on base, a good chance for him. Try to put the Gatemen on the board, try to get him started offensively.
He doubled to left center yesterday. And there's a lot of space out there for this at-bat. Gonzalez on second. That's the tying run. Lefty Despina. First pitch. Cut on and foul tipped into Burns' glove. Righty Graceffo working on the lefty Despina. Despina out of Mercer. Gotten the start at first base all 5 games for the Gatemen. Oh, 1. Grounded, right side. Schobel has it, tosses it to first. That'll retire the side. Gatemen get 2 base runners, but they're left stranded. Braves hold on to a 1-0 lead. Bottom of the second. Coming up on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Northeast Maritime Institute's College of Maritime Science is a proud sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen. If you're looking for a career at sea, look to NMI's program of education, adventure, and employment on northeastmaritime.com, America's premier 2-year maritime college.
Get your glow on at Compassionate Med Spa. They're compassionate about getting your perfect skin. Come get your glow on. Call 774-678-7319. Mention this ad and get 25% off at Hydra Facial.
The Mezzaluna Restaurant is a family-run Italian restaurant celebrating 80 years in business. Located on Main Street in Buzzards Bay, Mezzaluna specializes in Italian cuisine, a lunch menu that's the best deal in town, and serving some of Cape Cod's famous prime rib every Wednesday and Saturday. Come enjoy the feast at Mezzaluna, the Italian family restaurant.
And of course, 50% of
1-0 Braves, bottom of the second. Jack Sadighian, Owen Sughrue. And it's Thomas, Burns, and Schobel, the 7, 8, 9 hitters due up against Jeffrey Gilbert. Gave up 1 run off 3 hits, but stranded 2 runners in the first. Ran into a little bit of bad luck, Owen.
Yeah, they sure did. And we're talking, we think, you know, and some of these pop flies, that might be a bit of a theme tonight. This really is. It's awfully windy tonight here, and those catches, you know, from Kern outside in right field making that play, that was awfully difficult to end that first inning. So certainly something to keep an eye on. I think it's not an easy night in the field.
And the wind is churning in a bunch of different directions as well. Generally blowing out to left center, but the ball is twisted in the air. First pitch to the righty, Colby Thomas. Popped up in the infield. Jarvis calls everybody off, makes the catch in the infield grass. So 1 away in the last of the second.
Pretty good timing there for us. Another high fly ball.
From Boston
and
College,
passing with flying
12,
colors is Jim Jarvis, able to make what looked like a pretty easy catch.
Well, Despina lost it in the air. Good job by Jarvis locating it, calling everybody off. And that'll bring up the lefty catcher, Peter Burns. First pitch to him in the dirt. Now, just to clarify, he doesn't play behind the plate lefty. But hitting lefty. 1-0. Breaking ball in for a strike. Pretty pitch from Gilbert.
And we talked about Cade Kern earlier, growing up in Ohio, choosing to attend Ohio State. Burns out of Reading, Mass. Awfully short commute over there to BC and Chestnut Hill.
That pitch misses. 1-0 Braves in the bottom of the second. 1 out, nobody on. Burns, 3 years as the main starting catcher for Boston College, as the 2-1 is fouled back. This past season, 178 hitter, 3 homers, 16 RBIs. He actually has played for Bourne before, 5 games in 2019. Here's the 2-2. That hit him. I think Gilbert was going for another curveball, but it didn't break in time and caught Burns in the hand.
Yeah, tough one there for Gilbert.
Second baseman from Virginia Tech, number
just
27,
didn't come back into the zone like he
Sughrue.
wanted, working on that breaking ball so far early, and that one just stayed. And lefty, two lefties, and that one just, for a righty, wouldn't have been a big deal, just stayed outside, but Burns, the lefty, hits him, so he's on.
So Bourne trying to add to a 1-0 lead. They've got a base runner in Peter Burns and the 9-hitter Tanner Schobel to the plate. First pitch to the righty is fouled off.
And Schobel, last night, he went 0 for 3, but this might remind you of someone, Jack. Went 0 for 3, 1 walk, 1 run. Exactly like Sprinkle, the leadoff man.
0-1 is looped into right field. Kern runs in on it, makes the catch. Burns will hold up at first. 2 away.
Now batting for the Braves, the center fielder from Arizona State University, number 4, Joe Lampe.
And we're back to the top of the lineup with Joe Lampe. Bunted for a single down the third base line his first time up. So Brannigan, in response to that, all the way up in the grass. First pitch to Lampe. Grounded past the pitcher's mound. Jeffries charges it, middle of the infield, throw to first in time. Cody Jeffries on the move. Records the third put out. 1-0 Braves. Third inning coming your way on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Serving southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island, Office Technology Group has been the area's source for advanced digital multifunctional copiers since 2009. Call Office Technology Group at 508-858-5825.
What's up, Gatemen fans? Looking for Wareham jerseys, shirts, and hats? You can find all of that and more online at gatemen.org/shop. Visit to get all your Gatemen gear today.
Mosquito bites and ticks. No, yikes! When the bugs get scary, just call Mosquito Mary's 866-ASK-MARY or visit us at mosquitomarys.com.
Red Shirt Fridays is a national program created to acknowledge, honor, and support our troops who put themselves in harm's way to defend our freedoms. In support of this program, the Cape League teams will be wearing a specially designed red jersey every Friday. This special weekly celebration of Red Shirt Fridays is sponsored by 47 Brand, HP Hood, Cape Cod Regional Transit Authority, Advanced Embroidery, and the Cape League. Support our troops and join us by wearing red each Friday.
Welcome back to Doran Park as the Bourne Braves lead the Wareham Gatemen 1-0 as we enter the top half of the third inning here. Due up for the Gatemen, the shortstop Cody Jeffries out of San Diego, followed by Jim Jarvis at the top of the order, and then back to Cade Kern. Jarvis and Kern both struck out swinging in their first at-bats as the Gatemen try to get on the board in the top of the third inning. And still on the mound for the Braves is Gordon Graceffo. Had a 1-2-3 inning in the top of the first. And then the Gatemen were able to threaten in the second, but not able to score any runs, so he's still scoreless.
Now batting, the shortstop from the University of San Diego, number 10, Cody Jeffries.
And now Jeffries, who's batting .231 so far this season, 4 walks, been excellent for the Gatemen in terms of getting on base. We've talked a little bit earlier about how he relishes in that leadoff role at San Diego and has done a great job in the 9 spot for the Gatemen so far. And the first pitch coming from Graceffo, that's a fastball, misses low and away, so the count at 1-0.
Gateman's first real threat last inning, single and a walk with 2 outs. But then a ground out by Despini. You'd love to get an earlier base runner in the third.
And Jeffries might be just the guy to do it as he takes a fastball high. So the count at 2-0.
Well, he's been a little quiet recently. Drawn a couple walks the last 2 games, but hasn't had a hit.
Yeah, a little surprising. We know that he can. Batted .341 this past season at San Diego. As he fouls one down the left field line. Charging over is the left fielder Colby Thomas, not able to make a play on it. Just hopped over the left field fence. So the right field fence, as we mentioned earlier, goes from 300 to 360 feet very quickly. And the left field fence at 330, that a little bit more standard. So Jeffries gets set to take the 2-1. And Graceffo, the right-hander, deals. And that's lined into center field, so reaching, just like we talked about, to try to set up this Gateman offense is Cody Jeffries on a single. So that's going to bring up Jarvis.
That's where he lives. It feels like all of his base hits have come right up the middle.
Number 28, Jim Jarvis.
No shift on, huge hole, and he pushes it through to center field. Big leadoff runner for the Gatemen. And Jeffries has sparked a couple rallies with leadoff hits in the 9 spot in the first few games. See if this is another one of those.
So Jarvis, who struck out swinging in the first inning, he takes a fastball. That misses high and outside. 1-0. The Braves still leading 1-0 here at Doran Park.
And that's encouraging because it was a 3-pitch strikeout for him last time up. He's taking a more patient approach this time.
And Jarvis takes another. That one's a breaking ball. That's in there for a strike.
His changeup curveball combo has been deadly so far.
Really tough. He is able to get that fastball up pretty high, and we've seen him freeze a couple batters. Likes to mix it in. So the count at 1-1, no outs. Jeffries on first. He watches. And time was called before that pitch was delivered. So the count's going to stay at 1-1. Get things reset. And Jarvis, a rare strikeout for him in the first inning, totaled just 16 strikeouts across 173 at-bats this past season for the Tide. And that's a pickoff that gets away from the first baseman, Dalton Rushing, but looked like it hit Jeffries in the back of the calf. So he's not able to advance. He's just going to stay where he is.
Yeah, I'll have to walk that one out. But couldn't tell where he got hit, but he definitely did get hit, grimacing, and just kept laying with his hand on the first base bag instead of trying to advance to second.
So Rushing gives Jeffries a quick little check-in pat on the back. He's all good, so he's going to take his lead again. As Jarvis gets set to take the 1-1. And that's a changeup that stays high, so 2-1. Jarvis, who's also pretty dangerous on the base path, ranked second in Alabama stolen bases this past season. Speedy 9-1-2-3 for the Gatemen once they're on base. And that's another pickoff attempt that thankfully doesn't hit Jeffries this time. Was a little bit close, to be honest, but Rushing able to make the stop before. So after diving back into first, Jeffries is going to take his lead again.
Yeah, no mercy from Graceffo. He's going to keep throwing over there.
So the count at 2-1, Graceffo deals, and that's fouled back. Looked like Jarvis's right hand sort of slipped as he swung through, but nonetheless, he's able to foul that off, so that's going to even the count at 2. Still no outs. Gatemen trailing 1-0 here at Doran Park in Bourne. As Graceffo takes a long look over to Jeffries. And now deals, and Jeffries goes, and that's lined into center field. And attempting to dive was Joe Lompy, but not able to make the catch. So Jarvis is going to reach on another hit to center field. That one just dropped in time to get in front of Lompy. So that's going to bring up Cade Kern with runners on first and second.
Now batting.
Yeah, Lampy,
right
a good effort. He dove for it, just 11, missed it. Jeffries was taking off on the pitch, and he was standing in between first and second, didn't know what to do. Thankfully dropped in, and he was just able to take a couple steps and be on the second base bag. 2 on, nobody out, though. These are the kind of opportunities the Gatemen have missed out on a couple times through the first 4 games. Can they capitalize here against the first-place Braves?
And Kern shows bunt. That goes right off of home plate. So throwing to second is the catcher, Peter Burns, and they're able to get the out there. So Jarvis is going to head back to the dugout, but runners on the corners now. Pretty well executed bunt for what they wanted. They were able to get Jeffries onto third. So again, runners on
Owen
first
Diodati.
and third now for Owen Diodati.
How about that? I believe a 2-4 put out?
Right. Don't see that too often. It just, the bunt, it must have just bounced square on top of home plate. Burns almost had to jump to pick it up. Made a strong throw over to second base.
That's a big out because it keeps the double play alive.
So Diodati set to take the first pitch of this at bat, and that's fouled over the left field bleachers here. Sort of a staggered setup for the fans. A pretty good turnout here in Bourne. We have bleachers on the right field line, and then a more gradual elevation change for the spectators on the left field line. So the 0-1 coming to Diodati, and that's swung on as well. That's hit high to left field. Thomas moves to his right. He's going to make the catch. Jeffries is going to come home, and the throw to home is not going to get there in time. So able to score is Jeffries. A sacrifice fly from Diodati gets him another RBI, so the Gatemen now tied at 1 with the Braves.
Yeah, good job by Jeffries. Tagged up, throw was cut off. And the Gatemen, just like that, tie the game. Great at-bat from Diodati. His 9th RBI already. We're just in the 5th game.
Yeah, just did all he needed to do there. We talked about the win, just carried that just as far as it needed to go. Jeffries at third. Made a good run home, so now the game tied at 1 with 2 outs. And Kern goes, and the throw from Burns is in time. Burns knew it. It seemed like before everyone else. He was walking to the dugout before the umpire even made the call. He felt good about it. But Gatemen do add 1, so we'll be back in a few moments, and we're going to enter the bottom of the 3rd inning. Gatemen tied with the Braves at 1 here on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Shortstop from the University
Welcome
of
back
Louisville.
to Doran
Number
Park
2,
as we
Christian
enter the bottom of
Knapczyk.
the 3rd inning here. Bourne Braves and Wareham Gatemen tied at 1 after a sacrifice fly from Owen Diodati brought in Cody Jeffries after a single from him to lead off the inning. So leading off for the Braves this inning is going to be Christian Knapczyk, the shortstop out of Louisville. Gilbert still on the mound for the Gatemen, and that's hit to left field. Backing up is Diodati. He's able to make the catch. So after 1 pitch, 1 out for Gilbert, the lefty out of Clemson, and that's going to bring up Braylon Wimmer, who
Now
doubled
batting.
in his last at bat in the
Designated
first.
hitter from the University of South
I'll tell you what,
Carolina.
we've learned that
Number 29,
any fly ball is going to
Braylon
be difficult
Wimmer.
tonight. Diodati had to dart at the very last second to catch that out in left field. We've seen outfielders a couple times that have made last-second adjustments to make catches.
Yeah, not an easy night for the outfielders. And the first pitch of this at-bat, that's in the dirt. So Wimmer, who got to third, the designated hitter, after his double in the first inning, wasn't able to score. He did not play last night, but he's back in the lineup tonight, and that's fouled back toward the fence here over on the right side bleachers. So that's going to bring the count to 1-1 with 1 out.
And the double was a little bit of bad luck for Gilbert. I mean, it was a lazy pop-up that just snuck into fair territory and right, as that's cut on a miss to make it 1-2. Despina was chasing it and bobbled it, playing hot potato with it for a few seconds before it finally dropped to the grass, and Wimmer was already at second before anyone else could do anything.
So the 1-2, that's a fastball that's fouled off of Samillo's mask, and he's all set. And the umpire going to take a quick walk and hand deliver the next baseball to Gilbert.
Yeah, that's just courtesy, letting Samillo readjust his face mask and take a second. That's heads-up home plate umpiring by Joe Hilton.
And a pretty cordial conversation between him and Gilbert, shared a few laughs.
Gilbert's like, hey, next time I throw the curveball inside, just call it a strike.
Right. Help me out a little bit. So the two friends resume their positions. Gilbert on the mound. And the 1-2, that's a big sweeping curveball that just stays high in the zone.
Well, he threw the curveball, but he didn't give him the strike. I think that was a little bit off the plate.
Couldn't quite give him that one. The joke wasn't quite funny enough, so the count going to stay at 2-2. And that's swung on and missed, so strike 3. Umpire didn't have to do any work there. So that's going to bring up Dalton Rushing, and
Now
he
batting,
singled in the first inning.
Baseman from the University of Louisville, number 20, Dalton Rushing.
So Gilbert with a chance to go 1-2-3. That would feel awfully nice here in the bottom of the third. And try to put away Rushing. And the first pitch from Gilbert to the lefty. That's hit into left center field. Diodati moving to his left. He's able to make the catch. So it is a 1-2-3 inning, as smooth sailing as it's been so far for the Gatemen. Still tied at 1. Bourne Braves and the Wareham Gatemen will be back in a few moments on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
What's up, Gatemen fans? Looking for Wareham jerseys, shirts, and hats? You can find all of that and more online at gatemen.org/shop. Visit to get all your Gatemen gear today.
Mosquito bites and ticks. No, yikes! When the bugs get scary, just call Mosquito Mary's 866-ASK-MARY or visit us at mosquitomarys.com.
South Coast Health Operators of Charlton Memorial, St. Luke's, and Toby Hospitals delivers an unmatched combination of clinical excellence with a personal touch. They are proud to serve as Southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island's only not-for-profit health system, as well as the region's largest employer. South Coast Healthcare, plus something more.
Catchers aren't the only ones protecting home. With Rogers Gray, you have more coastal homeowners insurance options and a true expertise in their people. Protect your home with Rogers Gray. Rogers Gray is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Learn more at rogersgray.com.
Welcome back to Doran Park here in Bourne, Massachusetts, where the Gatemen and the Bourne Braves are tied at 1 as we enter the top of the 4th inning. Batting for the Gatemen is still going to be Jack Brannigan. Cade Kern ended the inning trying to steal second base, so the count's going to reset for Brannigan, the third baseman out of Notre Dame, in his first appearance for the Gatemen. And then after Brannigan, it's going to be Skeens, the designated hitter, and then Tres Gonzalez, the center fielder.
Yeah, Brannigan 5-3 grounded. He took no time with his first Cape League pitch. Swung at it, grounded it down the third base line. 5-3 put out, but
Now batting.
it's a big-time get for Wareham.
Number 52, Jack Brannigan.
Starting third baseman at Notre Dame. Part of their magical season. First time ever hosting a regional for Notre Dame since 2004. Long time since there's been a South Bend regional.
So Brannigan takes the first pitch. That's a fastball. That's on the inside corner. So 0-1. Brannigan batted .295 this past season for the Fighting Irish. Had 31 runs, 12 doubles, 2 triples, 6 home runs. As he gets set to take the 0-1. And that's a curveball that's hit well to right field. Moving to his right is Caden Wallace. He's able to make the catch. Again, every pop fly just a little bit harder tonight than it would be otherwise, just because of that strong southwest breeze.
Now batting.
But Wallace still able to make the catch, so that's going to bring up Paul Skeens, the designated hitter.
Paul Skeens.
So Skeens has really struggled his last few times at the plate. See if he can get something going.
It'd be really nice for Skeens.
Hasn't had a hit since his first at-bat of the Cape League season. That was against Catuit.
So Skeens, he takes the first pitch, and that finds the outside corner. Was a little bit high, but still called a strike.
Well, that's okay. Just don't chase any breaking balls too far out of the zone. They've been keeping it out of Skeens' wheelhouse, and he's been chasing sliders and breaking balls away.
And that's a fastball that finds the inside corner. That one's tough for Skeens. Skeens a tall righty. That one just caught the low inside corner, so really tough for him, but finds himself quickly in an 0-2 hole. So with one away, the 0-2, that's fouled over the right field bleachers here.
Well, the one hit he's gotten, he did a good job. He had 2 strikes and just poked it the other way into right field. Try and do something similar here. There's also a big gap right up the middle.
So the 0-2 to Skeens. That misses outside. So 1-2. Skeens this past season batted .410 for the Air Force Academy and 11 home runs, and also a 2.7 ERA and 26 2/3. Shohei Ohtani-like talent out of Skeens, as that's fouled back, so the count's going to stay at 1-2.
Nice job getting a piece of it. Good breaking ball from Graceffo. Skeens just got it to the backstop.
And Skeens has had a little bit of trouble so far this season, chasing some of those breaking balls that have gone away. And good for him, keep the count at 1-2. So that's a fastball, and that's swung on and missed by Skeens. So Skeens shakes his head, and he's going to head back to the dugout. Frustrating for him, his second strikeout swinging of this game.
Now
so that's going to bring up Tres Gonzalez out of Georgia Tech, the center fielder. And he singled in the second inning as he tries to get on base with 2 away here in the top of the 4th.
Yeah, had an infield hit, grounded it up the middle. That's where Bourne's leaving space.
And the pitch from Graceffo. That finds the outside corner, so 0-1.
I'll tell you what, if some people scouted the Gatemen, they would shift their shortstop behind second base every time, because it feels like that's where the Gatemen get half their hits, is right up the middle.
Right. They love that spot, and they've used it a lot. And Gonzalez would take anything here. So 0-1. That's fouled back. That's another fastball. Graceffo. A lot of fastballs this inning, like he's had so far this whole game. Mixes in those breaking pitches too. But in this inning, been very, very fastball heavy. So the count at 0-2 with 2 away. Trying to go 1-2-3 is Graceffo. And Gonzalez, he takes, that's a fastball that misses in the dirt. So 1-2 the count.
It's just easy when you're ahead in the count to kind of play with the batter a little bit. You can go breaking ball there. Now he could either come back with the fastball or go changeup.
So the 1-2 from Graceffo. That's a breaking ball. And that's fouled back into the netting here. And that last pitch, that was in the dirt. That one, you kind of have a little bit of, you have an ability to sort of waste 1 or even 2 when you're up so early in the count. And now the 1-2. That's lined at the second baseman, Tanner Schobel, and he tosses over to Rushing at first, so that's going to retire the side. Game still tied at 1-1, and we'll be back and enter the bottom of the fourth here on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Wherever you call home, from Boston to the South Shore to the South Coast to the Cape and Islands, Rogers Gray has you covered for all of your coastal homeowners insurance needs. Rogers Gray is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Learn more at...
Welcome back to Doran Park as we enter the bottom of the fourth inning. Still on the mound for the Gatemen is Jeffrey Gilbert as the lights come on here in Bourne. A nice night here for baseball, a nice breeze, certainly keeping the bugs away.
Great crowd as well. They had 1,700 for their home opener, and this is just their second home game of the season.
An excellent atmosphere here in Bourne as the first pitch to Zach Agnos, the third baseman from East Carolina. That misses in the dirt. Agnos struck out swinging in the first inning in his first at-bat, made an excellent play over at third base earlier, and he takes another fastball. That misses just inside, so 2-0 now the count.
And I love what I've seen from Gilbert. He gave up 3 hits in the first inning, but he didn't let it rattle him, got out of trouble, and he's pitched well since.
And that's another ball that misses in the dirt, so 3-0. Agnos quickly up pretty big.
Well, you have to assume he's going to take all the way here. So go fastball and then try and work your way back in.
And Gilbert deals. That is a fastball, but it just stayed high. So 4 straight balls to Agnos, and that's going to put him on early. And that's going to bring up Caden Wallace.
University of Arkansas, number 15, Caden Wallace.
And Gilbert here just got to try to reset, try to get out of this inning without giving up any runs. This is his 4th as he takes a look over at Agnos and he deals. That gets past and comes by us. So that gets past Samillo again. That was a breaking ball that took a huge bounce off the dirt. So able to get to second was Agnos, so he is in scoring position, still with no outs.
Yeah, it's going to go down as a wild pitch. This is where Gilbert can struggle because as the closer for Clemson, he's not used to having to go more than a couple innings. Now out for his 4th inning of work.
And he deals, and that's a fastball for a strike. So the count at 1-1. And Gilbert just trying to hang in here. In a long appearance for him. As Agnos looks on from second. Still no outs. And Gilbert thought about delivering, but he didn't like what he saw over at second base. Wasn't quite comfortable with Agnos over there, so he's going to reset a little bit. And now the 1-1 coming. And that misses low. Another fastball.
Gilbert's just kind of lost the zone a little bit here.
Gilbert having some trouble. Looks like all of his pitches, he's been able to go back to that fastball in earlier innings, but has had a little bit more trouble controlling that and the breaking ball too. We saw the one in the dirt, and that's another fastball that misses low. So 8 pitches, 7 balls for Gilbert to start this inning. The count now at 3-1. So Caden Wallace, who flied out to right in his first at bat, Cade Kern, who made a great catch to end that inning. So that's a swing and a miss. So Gilbert able to get the count back to 3-2.
I think this is a big pitch coming for Gilbert's confidence. He probably needs to throw a breaking ball if he can get in for a strike.
So Gilbert, the left-hander, he delivers. It is a breaking ball, but that misses low. So 2 on, 2 walks to start this inning for Gilbert, and that's going to bring up Colby Thomas.
University, number 8, Colby Thomas.
So, still with no outs, Gateman pitching coach going to go over and have a quick chat with Gilbert, and Samillo out there as well. So no outs. Game still tied at 1-1 here in Bourne. And on second now is Zach Agnos, again the third baseman out of East Carolina, and Caden Wallace, after reaching on a walk, is at first. So Agnos, he got 4 straight balls in his at-bat. In the last at-bat, Gilbert able to get the count back to full, but still did go with the breaking ball, as you were mentioning, Jack. He sort of had to throw that pitch, but just again, like we talked about, wasn't able to find the zone. So 2 walks to start this inning, 2 men on, and no outs for Colby Thomas.
Don't really know if the Dark Side Star Wars music was necessary, but okay. 4th inning mound visit, no big deal.
Right.
See if Gilbert can settle down a little bit here. Walked a couple hitters, but he still has a chance to get out of this inning. No damage done yet.
So Gilbert trying to literally and figuratively block out the noise. He gets set for the first pitch to Thomas. And again, took a look over at Agnos and just wasn't quite comfortable with him over there. So he's going to reset again.
It's tough because you'd love to be able to reset and just think about the hitter, but with runners on first and second, chance for a bunt.
So the first pitch is a fastball that misses on the outside corner. So 1-0. Gilbert really wanting to try to find the strike zone here. Had some trouble this inning. And with no outs and 2 men on, really trying to get an out here. So the 1-0, that also misses outside. So Gilbert struggling here in the bottom of the 4th. Left-hander gets the sign from Samillo. And Colby Thomas, the righty, he settles in. And that also misses low. So the count at 3-0.
He's just spiking that fastball right now.
Having a lot of trouble missing most of his pitches low. Several have been in the dirt so far. So 3-0. And the pitch from Gilbert, and that misses low as well. So that's another 4 straight ball walk, and that's going to load the bases with no outs here for the number 8 hitter, Peter Burns, the catcher out of Boston College, who Gilbert actually hit in Burns' first at-bat in the 2nd inning. And again, the Gatemen coaching staff going to have another conversation with Gilbert, and his night might be over. And it is. We're going to have a pitching change. So with the bases loaded and no outs here in Bourne, we'll be back in a few moments on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
That double play is brought to you by TM Ryder Insurance Agency. Package your home and auto insurance for the perfect double play.
Village Signs of Mattapoisett. They do it all, from logo design, trucks and buildings to boats. Village Signs has proudly served southern New England for over 35 years. Visit them at villagesigns.inc.com for all your signage needs.
Beat the heat and join us at Waterways, a water experience unlike any other this side of the bridge. Open daily, head over to the water park on Route 28, the Cranberry Highway.
Welcome back to Doran Park as we have a pitching change for the Gatemen. Rubio Candelario out of Marist, the right-hander, now on the mound for the Gatemen. And Jack, he's got quite a task here to try to get the Gatemen out of this inning with no outs and the bases loaded.
Yeah, Gilbert's arm just kind of gave out on 3 straight walks, so he had to sit down. But Candelario, very capable, 92 to 93 with the fastball. He's got a big curveball and a nice changeup as well. That's what we'll see from him. His changeup is really his second pitch, and then the curveball his third. But his first appearance for the Gatemen, and it comes in a big spot. We'll see what Candelario can do. Can he keep this at least close to a 1-1 game? You don't expect him not to give up any runs here.
Right, his task here really to just sort of minimize the damage if he can. And Candelario, whose ERA, he's the rising senior at Marist. His ERA has come down every season since starting. This past season went 4-1, with a 3.62 ERA. And 27 1/3, had 28 strikeouts and 5 starts.
Yeah, and that was his best season. Steady improvement through him. You love to see that from pitchers, especially on the college level.
So the first pitch of Candelario's Gateman career, that's a fastball that misses on the outside corner. Peter Burns, the lefty, playing catcher tonight for Braves. With Agnos on third, Wallace on second, and Thomas at first. And that's another fastball that gets by Samillo and able to score after not a very clean slide was Agnos. Agnos has a laugh after that. He just sort of slid in but got a bump, and the Bourne Braves on the dugout have a bit of a laugh about that one. He'll hear about that in the dugout, but might have heard about it more if he just stopped short of home plate. But after all that, is able to score, so the Braves are going to go up 2-1.
Tell you what, nobody in the Gatemen's dugout's laughing, though. That is big. Double play out of order now. Runners on second and third.
And so a fastball that's a little inside, so the count now at 3-0 with runners on second and third now. Wallace and Thomas able to advance as well. And that's a fastball that catches the inside corner. So 3-1 now the count. Burns, again, who was hit in his first at bat by Gilbert. Now trying to drive in a couple more runs for Bourne as they now lead 2-1. And that's fouled toward one of the buildings here at Upper Cape Tech High School, where Doran Park is here in Bourne. So the count now full. Still with no outs. And Candelario now deals, and that's a fastball that misses high, so the base is loaded again. And 4 straight balls for Candelario. Gatemen having some pitching trouble
now batting
here in the bottom of this 4th inning.
Tech, number 27, Tanner Schobel.
And that's going to bring up Tanner Schobel. And he flied out to right in his first at bat. Now he has the bases loaded, no outs. And that's a fastball that's in there for a strike. So Agnos, Wallace, Thomas, and Burns have all reached all on walks so far this inning. Agnos able to score, and the base is still loaded. Still with no outs. The 0-1 coming from Candelario. That's a breaking ball that misses. Schobel thought about it, but didn't end up swinging, so 1-1. As Candelario tries to find the zone here, and that misses outside as well. Another fastball. So the Gatemen with a real test here to try to get out of this 4th inning. Hasn't been easy. As Candelario gets the sign from Samillo on the right-hander out of Marist. Delivers, and that's fouled. High back toward the netting here behind home plate. So 2-2. A strikeout here would feel really good for Candelario and the entire Gatemen team.
I mean,
too.
anything, really. 4 straight walks. You love to record now any way you can get it.
Gatemen would take anything right now. The count at 2-2. Still no outs, bases loaded. And Candelario, that misses at eye level of Schobel. So that's going to bring us to a full count again here. As Candelario rubs his hands in the dirt on the mound. That's totally legal.
Yeah, no sticky stuff in there.
Not there, so 3-2. And that misses at eye level again, so that's going to bring in a run. And as Caden Wallace is able to score in 5 straight walks. Now for the Gatemen, a really, really tough 4th inning. Braves have been able to add 2 runs again.
Now
Every
batting,
single Bourne Brave this inning has reached, and every single Bourne Brave who's reached has reached on a walk.
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. We might have another call to the bullpen.
It looks like it here. They're going to have a chat. Samillo out with the pitching coach as well. Check into Candelario. And the bases still loaded. So now with Thomas, Burns, and Schobel on 3rd, 2nd, and 1st, respectively. And now that's the top of the Braves order as well. So Joe Lampe, the center fielder out of Arizona State, he singled in the 1st inning, grounded out to short in the 2nd, but he was able to score in the 1st. So he has another opportunity here with Candelario trying to figure some things out on the mound as he and Samillo make their plan.
And so now George Carlejo, the pitching coach, having talk with the home plate umpire Joe Hilton. Wonder what it's about. Candelario will stay in the game. I mean, it's no other way to put it. It's been tough to watch. 5 straight walks in this inning for the Gatemen, and this could really get away from them if they can't find someone to throw strikes.
So Candelario, the first pitch to Lampe, that misses inside. That's a fastball. And really trying to find the strike zone here, down 3-1. In the bottom of the 4th, Braves again. They've added 2 runs on walks. And that's hit to the second baseman and trying to turn 2, so he is able to turn to Jeffries. Jeffries not able to make the throw over to first. So that's going to bring in another run. And Jarvis, after a throw over to Jeffries, they were able to record their first run, their first out of the inning, but able to score was Thomas. So that's going to make the score 4-1. Looked like Jeffries just lost the handle.
Now batting, the shortstop.
And the transition from glove to his hand trying to throw over to Despina. So unfortunately for the Gatemen, only 1 out with runners on the corners now.
Well, you got the first out, so that was big. Unfortunate that they couldn't turn 2.
So Napchik, the shortstop, he's 0 for 2 tonight. He takes a breaking ball that's in there for strike 1. So with Burns on 3rd and Schobel on 1st, Candelario set to deliver the 0-1, and that's hit into left field. And moving to his left is Diodati. And easily who's going to be able to come in from third is Peter Burns, the catcher. So the Braves just add another, so 5-1 now the score. Gatemen still with 2 outs. Good catch over there from Diodati, but Diodati had no chance to make that throw into home plate.
Number 29.
So the Gatemen now trailing by 4 after 5 walks this inning, and that's sacrifice fly to left field from Knapczyk, and that's going to bring up Braylon Wimmer, and he doubled in the first inning, struck out swinging in the third as he tries to add to Bourne's lead. And a breaking ball from Candelario. That misses low and away. So on second now is Schobel. Yet another player in scoring position for Bourne. So 2 away. The count at 1-0. And that's in there for strike 1, so that's going to even the count at 1. Candelario, although giving up a few runs, able to record a few outs. Certainly, we talked about minimizing the damage. There certainly has been more damage than he would have liked. But a chance here to try to end the inning as he throws back to to Jarvis, who wasn't quite over at second base. As Schobel was taking his lead, but Jarvis still able to make the catch, and now things settle back with the count at 1-1, 2 outs. Braves leading 5-1 here at Doran Park. And Wimmer's going to call for time. And the umpire gives a thumbs up. So Candelario now set to deliver the 1-1. And that's hit into center field. Moving to his left is Tres Gonzalez. And he's able to make the catch. So the Braves score 4 runs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Gatemen have their work cut out for them as we're going to enter the top of the 5th. We'll be back in a few moments at Doran Park here on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Cape Cod's retirement income specialist. If you want to hit a home run.
We appreciate and thank the sponsors who support the Cape League and the 10 teams. Our corporate sponsors are the financial backbone of the league. It is with their support that we are able to preserve our long-standing tradition of providing the best family entertainment here on Cape Cod. On behalf of the Wareham Gatemen, the 9 other teams, league officers, and the entire Cape League family, we would like to announce and thank our 2021 corporate sponsors. With much appreciation, we recognize
the Yawkey Foundation, Curry College, Cape Cod Healthcare, the 99 Restaurants, Coca-Cola Bottling of Cape Cod,
Badger Sport, 47 Brand, Cape Cod 5 Cent Savings Bank, Milton Cat, Mosquito Marys,
Fairway Financial, Ocean Spray, Seaside Le Mans, Rogers Gray, Franklin Sports,
Cape Destinations, Sullivan Tire, Cape Cod Times, Kinla and Grover Real Estate, Cape Cod Chamber.
The 99 Restaurant and Pub is proud to be a sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit your local 99 and try their famous colossal lobster rolls. Piled high on grilled brioche and served hot buttered or with just the right amount of mayo and celery with fries and coleslaw. The 99, always the real deal. Badger Sport is a leading provider of superior quality team uniforms and performance athletic wear, including performance t-shirts, fleeces, shorts, and pants. From the fields to the stands and at every practice along the way, Founders Sport Group makes authentic, quality apparel accessible at the speed of the sport. Visit foundersport.com today.
Baseball Factory is a company specializing in player development and college placement of high school baseball players. We care about guiding players to a college that is the perfect fit. Give us a call at 877-752-6025 to get started today.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950s-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
Welcome back to the Gatemen Baseball Network. Pitching change for the Braves. Gordon Grisefo's day is done. 4 innings, gives up 1 off 5 hits, but he is responsible for runners on first and second. Still nobody out in the 5th, and Cody Jeffries due up for the new man on the mound, Austin Parsley, a right-hander out of UNC Greensboro.
Yeah, Parsley, a good season this past year, at an 8-2 record, a 3.30 ERA. Has a solid fastball, also likes his changeup. Had 60 innings this past season, 62 strikeouts, gave up just 1 home run, so that's a good sign for the Braves. That's not what they want to give up right now. And Jeffries with a good chance here for the Gatemen. Try to either load the bases or drive in a few runs.
Fastball and changeup are the big 2 from Parsley. 5-1 deficit. The Braves got 4 runs in the 4th after 5 straight batters were walked. But the Gatemen came out, got 2 singles to start off the 5th. Chased Grisefo out of the game. And here's an opportunity for the 9-hitter Cody Jeffries. Single this first time up in the 3rd. First pitch in the dirt, it gets to the backstop. Both runners advance. So Samillo's on 3rd and Despina's on 2nd. That eliminates a double play and puts 2 runners in scoring position.
And not the start that Parsley wanted with that ball in the dirt and just got past Burns. But the Gatemen now with 2 runners in scoring position, no out.
See if that's scored a wild pitch or a pass ball. One out to the lefty Jeffries. Cut on and looping foul. That is caught. Third baseman Agnos on the run. At the wall, made the catch. Looked like it was going to get out of play. That's a big first out in the 5th.
An incredible catch there from Agnos. Wow. Got to say, did bring to mind a little bit Derek Jeter's catch in Yankee Stadium when he dove over that left field fence.
Luckily, the runners were able to advance on that wild pitch, so it's like Jeffries bunted him over to 2nd and 3rd. 1 away in the top of the 5th, 5-1 game. Gatemen trailing. First pitch to Jim Jarvis, in for a strike. Jarvis is 1 for 2 with a strikeout in the 1st and a base hit in the 3rd. 0-1. There's another strike. Caught the lower part of the zone. So Jarvis will have to fight after falling behind quickly 0-2. Chokes up on the bat. Here's the 0-2. Fastball low.
And pretty doubtful to see it with 2 strikes, but given the situation on the bases right now, we know that Jarvis, an excellent bunter, led the Tide 7 sacrifice bunts this past season.
1-2 pitch, got away, blocked up nicely by Burns. That was well outside and could have gotten away to the backstop, but Bourne's able to slide over to it. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Alabama's Jim Jarvis. 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out. So a big pitch coming here. Big hole up the middle for Jarvis. 2-2, low and away again.
Real good at bat here from Jarvis, able to fight his way back to make this a full count. He's choking up huge on that bat. Expecting a fastball, it looks like.
That's his 2-strike approach. Chokes up on the bat, tries to poke one up the middle. There's a lot of space in the middle of that field, Owen. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on, sky to the infield. Knapcheck calling everybody off, and the shortstop makes the catch. So 2 straight pop-outs. One, an incredible foul ball catch by Agnos. That one a pop-up to the infield, and there's now 2 away. Still runners on second and third. And the Gatemen need these runs, trailing by 4 in the 5th.
Yeah, huge chance here for Kern. Did single in the 3rd, but if he's able to get on, and that's going to bring up Diodati. So Kern just wants really badly to get on base. That would load the bases. It would be a great situation for Diodati.
First pitch to him. Foul tipped into the mid of Burns. Kern steps right back into the box. Parsley in relief of Graceffo, trying to keep a couple runs off the board. 0-1, fastball inside. Diodati, big power hitter on deck. 1-1, cut on and missed.
That's tough here for Kern now. Again, wanting to get on base. Finds himself down 1-2. Gateman would love to try to capitalize on this opportunity here with runners on second and third.
1-2 pitch. Fouled off, and that'll get out of play. That's been where the Gatemen have struggled through 4 games, unable to cash in runners in position. They left 10 on base, 4 of those in scoring position in the loss to Falmouth. Second 1-2, low, good take by Kern.
Was a good take. Looked like Kern wanted maybe to swing at that, just able to take the fastball low. Smart for him, going to even the count at 2.
Parsley from the stretch, 2-2, popped up. Knapcheck again, calling everybody off. He's in shallow left, makes the catch. Gatemen get 2 in scoring position, but 3 straight pop-outs and the inning. Still a 5-1 game, last of the 5th after this on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Where you go to become anything you want.
Baseball Factory's vision is to guide both players and parents through the college recruiting process and to professionally train players in order to find a school that is the right fit, both academically and athletically. Contact us at 877-752-6025.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners.
With professional coaches that provide personalized world-class baseball training, Baseball Factory helps every player take his game to the next level. Get a pro evaluation by calling 877-752-6025.
Bourne scores 4 runs in the bottom of the 4th. The Gatemen leave 2 stranded in the top of the 5th. And we head to the last of the 6th with the Gatemen trailing the Braves 5-1 on the Gatemen Baseball Network. Jack Sadighian, Owen Sughrue, and Candelario back out after recording an inning in the 4th. Gave up 1 run that was charged to him, 3 that were charged to Jeffrey Gilbert. And it was a very tough inning. 5 straight batters walked. Gilbert came out, walked the first 3 in a row. Then Candelario walked 2 more.
From the University of Louisville,
and
number 20, Dalton
a fielder's choice
Russell.
ground out, sac fly, and wild pitch brought in the runs. First pitch to the lefty. Dalton Rushing in for a strike. Rushing 1 for 2 with a base hit in the first. Hard hit line out to left. That retired the 3rd inning, his last time up.
Yeah, that fourth inning, that last inning, definitely the toughest so far for the Gatemen. There have been other teams have had some explosive innings, but that one just really tough. Not able to find the strike zone for a lot of that inning.
Rushing out of Louisville. Often DHs are placed first there. 1-1 pitch to him. Fastball low. And he had to work his way into the starting lineup this season for the Cardinals. A little bit of a down year for Louisville, usually easily in the tournament. As the 2-1 is grounded fair down the first base line. Rushing heading for second. Throw comes in well late, and he's in standing up. A leadoff double for Rushing in the bottom of the 5th.
And that ball just barely looked like it went right over first base and was actually
University,
curling.
number 14,
And so
Zach
didn't even, it was
Agnos.
actually right of the foul pole. We've talked about that right field fence a lot. Goes quickly from 360 feet. That was right of even the 300 sign. So that one was some spin on it too, but just kept curling. And he was able to get to second easily.
Braves trying to add to a 5-1 lead. They've got Rushing on second, nobody out in the last of the 5th. First pitch to the righty Agnos, low and away. Agnos struck out in the first, drew a walk, and scored in the 4th. That pitch misses inside. 2 balls, no strikes to Agnos out of Eastern Carolina. They were a 13 seed in the tournament this year, eliminated in the Super Regional by Vanderbilt. 2-0 breaking ball, bounces away from Samillo. Runner takes off for third, throw late. Got away to the right of Samillo. He tried to gather it and get the throw in time to nab Rushing, but he advances on the wild pitch. And it's a 3-0 count to Agnos. Now Rushing pulls up at the bag, and he's slow to get up.
Yeah, it looked like a bit of an awkward slide there. We saw earlier some interest, just looked like another sort of non-smooth ride to home plate. And this one at third, Rushing definitely in a little bit of discomfort as he makes his way over to the dugout now.
So he gets a little bit of tape, it looks like, for his left hand. And he's going to go back out there. Tape all the way around his left hand now. And he's got a guard on his right hand. At third with nobody out, 3-0 pitch for Agnos. Fastball misses inside. He'll walk.
Now batting for the
Sixth
Braves, the right fielder,
batter
from
of the
University
game
Arkansas,
to walk
number
for
15,
Bourne.
Caden
And it puts runners on the
Wallace.
corners with nobody out in the last of the 5th. 5-1 game. It's going to be a mound meeting. George Carlejo heading to talk to Candelario.
And really tough for these walks. They're 6th so far this game, but also they're 6th in their last 10 batters. So really, just starting in that 4th inning, Agnos got the walk to lead things off. And it's just been a lot of walks since then.
Candelario's day is done. And we'll see who's coming out of the pen for the Gatemen in a moment. You're listening to the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners.
With professional coaches that provide personalized world-class baseball training, Baseball Factory helps every player take his game to the next level. Get a pro evaluation by calling 877-752-6025.
Welcome back to the Gatemen Baseball Network. Still in the last of the fifth, where there's been a pitching change. It'll be the lefty Hunter Skillport on the mound out of University of the Pacific. Candelario chased out of the game after giving up a double and a walk. He's responsible for the runners on the corners. Still nobody out. 5-1 Bourne lead in the last of the fifth.
And the Gatemen going back to a lefty here. Started off with Gilbert, then went to Candelario. It's been a tough stretch for the Gatemen here as of late, pitching-wise. And now Skillport out of Pacific. This past season went 35 2/3. In his first season, he just had one appearance, went 3 1/3. Obviously, in 2020, everything sort of all out of whack, baseball season-wise. And actually played his 2019 ball at Mission College and his 2018 ball at West Valley College. So he's had quite a journey to Pacific.
A true baseball journeyman.
Sure. Already. Only through college.
It's going to be a mix for him. He's got a four-seam change-up slider and a curveball. You're going to see the four-seam and the change-up more than anything else. Been a tough game for the Gatemen. They've given up 4 hits, walked 6 batters.
Now pitching for Wareham from the University of the Pacific, number 7.
And trail 5-1. 4 runs came across for the Braves after 5 straight walks in the 4th. That's the difference in the game. As Caden Wallace, the right fielder, steps in. First pitch to him. In for a strike. First appearance of the Cape League season for Skillport. Wallace is 0 for 1 with a fly out to right in the first. He did walk in the 4th and scored. Lights on at Doran Park, 0-1. Swung on and missed.
So nice here for Skillport. Both Candelario and Gilbert, Candelario and his, when he appeared tonight, just certainly into a tough situation, but had a bit of a tough time settling in, and nice here for Skillport, 2 quick strikes.
0-2 just off the plate. Comes in with runners on the corners and nobody out. Tough situation. He's been waiting for his name to be called, though. Has been the emergency guy for a couple of games now. Never got in. 1-2 breaking ball in the dirt.
A good stop there from Samillo. Again with rushing on third. Samillo hoping he's not rushing to the plate, and a good stop from him.
Throw over to first. Checks on Agnos. Dalton rushing the base runner at third for the Braves. Bourne Braves undefeated, 4-0 top of the West. Gatemen at 2-2. Tied for third in the West. 2-2. Drilled to right field. That'll send back Kern. He makes the catch. Rushing tags up from third and will score. Nice play by Kern over and right to record the out, but it's now a 6-1 game on the sac fly.
Really good catch there from Kern. We've talked a lot about the wind, how that makes pop flies difficult. Kern, at the crack of that bat, that got some oohs and ahs from the crowd here. That ball hit really well. Thankfully for Kern, that ball was hit toward the portion of right field where that fence is back. So
left fielder from Mercer University.
He sped back as fast as he could after the crack of that bat, and he's able to make a really good catch, so 1 away.
So now just one base runner on first. Colby Thomas, the left fielder, at the plate. Skillport checks on Agnos again at first. Thomas popped out in the second, walked in the fourth, and scored. Braves are running the first, 4 in the fourth, and now 1 in the last of the fifth. Gateman's only run came off a sac fly from Diodati in the third. First pitch to Thomas. Cut through.
Really nice breaking ball there from Skillport. Thomas way out in front of it.
Skillport from the stretch. 0-1. Another pretty breaking ball in for a strike.
Really was. Very nice action there. Started certainly up high. Came back, caught the outside corner of the zone. 2 beautiful breaking balls from him.
Here's the 0-2. Fastball low. Colby Thomas out of Mercer. Everyday outfielder for them. Also con freshman team member this year. 10 homers, 37 RBIs, and 12 doubles as well. 1-2. Big curveball fouled back to the screen. Windy night here at Doran Park. Big crowd to watch the first place Braves. 1-2 in the dirt. Samillo lost it for a second. Agnos doesn't move.
It looks like Samillo, he just definitely just looking all around, and turns out it was right under his feet. And fortunately for him, it looked like Agnos sort of looking on. He didn't. If he'd seen it go right back to the backstop, he would have taken off, but Samillo able to keep it near him.
2-2, fouled off. Thomas staying alive. He's fouled off 2 two-strike pitches. Agnos, the lone base runner at first with 1 away in the last of the fifth. 6-1 Braves lead. Been a tough night for the Gatemen on the mound after 2 excellent outings from 4 different pitchers the last couple games. 2-2. Grounded up the middle. Jarvis has it, steps on the bag, throw to first, in time. 4-3 double play gets the Gatemen out of the inning, and they only gave up 1 in the fifth. 6-1 game, top of the sixth, in a moment on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Imagine waking up to a seaside breeze, a fishing fleet leaving for work, and a crimson sun rising over seals relaxing on the sandbars. This is the experience of Chatham Bars Inn, Cape Cod's premier resort and spa. To learn more about Cape Cod's finest luxury hotel, resort, and spa, visit chathambarsin.com.
Cape Cod Healthcare offers a comprehensive array of medical services delivered by top-notch teams of healthcare providers. Their physicians provide the best evidence-based and proven medicine at their state-of-the-art facilities. If you need them, they'll be there.
Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod Coca-Cola has been proudly refreshing the community for over 30 years, and we're honored to support the Cape Cod Baseball League and many other wonderful organizations on the Cape.
Six to 1 game, 6th inning on the Gatemen Baseball Network. Jack Sadighian, Owen Sughrue. Braves buoyed by 4 runs in the 4th, and with the 5-run lead, as Austin Parsley comes out for his 2nd inning of work. He bailed out Gordon Graceffo. There were 2 runners on when he came in, nobody out, 3 straight pop-outs, and he got out of the inning. Nothing going right for the Gatemen so far tonight.
Yeah, really tough. We've talked a lot about the pitching struggles, and also in the last inning, a lot of what we talked about before at the end of that inning, and with Diodati looming on deck, they had Samillo on third and Despina on second, but just not able to score in those runs or even get Diodati a chance to get up the plate. But he is going to lead off this inning for the Gatemen, and he's a good guy to get things started.
Gatemen have left 4 on base, 3 of those in scoring position.
Number 12, Owen Diodati.
It'll be Diodati, Brannigan, and Skeens, the 3-4-5 hitters, to start off the 6th. Righty Parsley on the lefty Diodati. First pitch, looped into right field, base hit.
Good swing there from Diodati, all he needed. That wasn't a home run swing, but
the third baseman from the
that ball in the
University of
low
Notre Dame, number
outside
52,
corner of the
Jack
zone, and
Brannigan.
just able to pull that into right field, so he gets on quickly, just what the Gatemen want.
So Diodati continues his dominance, 3 straight games with a hit. Got the only RBI for the Gatemen tonight. Jack Brannigan comes up, 0 for 2. First pitch to him misses low. Brannigan out of Notre Dame, making his Cape Cod League debut tonight. Arrived yesterday, activated today, and just like that, he's in the lineup. Getting to play some more baseball after Notre Dame's season ended in the Super Regional against Mississippi State. 1-0. Swung on and missed.
And Brannigan at third base tonight, also done a lot of pitching for Notre Dame. Finished this season with a 1-0 record, had 3 saves actually.
Runner on first, nobody out. 6-1 game, top of the 6th. 1-1 pitch. Swung through. Brannigan, a freshman All-American in 2020. That was Notre Dame's first since 2016. Played pretty good in the postseason this year as well versus Mississippi State in the Supers, 4 for 12 with a home run and 3 RBIs as the 1-2 is grounded up the middle. Charged by the shortstop Napchek. Throw to first. Not in time. Brannigan beat it out. Napchek had to race into the infield, but his throw was late. Diodati to second. And for the second straight inning, the Gatemen have runners on first and second with nobody out. Can they cash it in this time?
And Napchek, again, had to charge, but just bobbled that ball a little, just one too many times. And Brannigan speeding over to first base, able to get runners on first and second for Skeens. And Skeens going to try to reverse some of his recent bad luck.
0 for 2 with a couple strikeouts tonight. Swings at the first pitch. And he knocked over some of the netting. So that'll be fixed. No balls and a strike to Skeens. 2 runners on, nobody out. Gatemen have out hit the Braves 7-4, but they trail 6-1. 0-1, fastball right down the middle.
And a good thing, able to fix that netting. Some important people sitting behind that. Don Snedden, Jerry Weinstein. 2 people you want to make sure to keep safe during this game.
Yeah, Gateman's GM and their assistant coach. Weinstein leaving a couple games to coach the collegiate national team. 0-2, swung on and missed. Skeens with the hat trick tonight, 3
Center fielder
strikeouts.
from Georgia Tech, number 3,
And
Tres Gonzalez.
now 1 away in the top of the 6th. Still runners on first and second. 6-1 Brave advantage as Tres Gonzalez comes up. He singled in the second and then grounded out to the second baseman in the 4th to retire the inning. It's Diodati on second, Brannigan on first. First pitch to the lefty Gonzalez is a fastball upstairs. Righty Parsley on the lefty Gonzalez. Gonzalez, everyday center fielder for Georgia Tech. And a Georgia native as well. 1-0, low. Big West Division game. First place Braves with 8 points at 4-0. Commodores are behind them with 5, but the Gatemen and Kettleers are tied for third with 4 points. As the 2-0 pitch misses low. But a Gatemen win tonight could pull them up to second in the division. And within a couple points of the Braves, a loss could drop them all the way to a tie for last and put the Braves solidly ahead in first. 3-0, there's a strike. Just caught the high outside corner.
That one tough. A good fastball, but just must have caught the high outside corner there. It was close, but still results in 3-1 now.
Here's the pitch. Fouled back. Full count for Tres Gonzalez. Gatemen had a chance last inning, left 2 runners in scoring position. Another chance here with 2 runners on and 1 out. Payoff pitch. Knuckled into shallow right. Schobel backs up, makes the catch. 2 away now. No runners advance. Still on first and second.
Yeah, tough one there for Gonzalez. Gonzalez up in that count, 3-0.
Number 13.
And just one of those 3-0 take all the way pitches, and that was a fastball in there for strike 1. Fouled the next one back, and then at 3-2, swung on a pitch maybe he didn't love, but not able to get a good bat on it, so that results in out number 2.
Brings up Nick Samillo. Takes the first pitch for a strike. He's 1 for 1 with a walk. Got a base hit to start off the last inning. Was left stranded on third. That pitch fouled back. No balls and 2 strikes to Samillo. Gatemen trying to cut into a 5-run deficit. Haven't had a problem getting hits. It's been bringing the runners in. That's been the issue. 0-2, Diodati on the move. No throw. He's hitting safely at third. Brannigan, struck him out. Was wondering why there wasn't a throw. Samillo was sat down. And so once again, the Gatemen leave 2 stranded. Still a 5-run game. Last of the 6th after this on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Your area.
Curry College is where you go to become anything you want. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers with learning beyond the classroom. Explore undergraduate programs, including new majors in sport and recreational management, graphic design, marketing, and computer science, online at www.currycollege.edu. Whether you are recently retired or still working, Fairway Financial can help you create clearly defined retirement income strategies to help protect your wealth, create guaranteed income for life, and provide a legacy for your family. We are committed to earning your trust by thoroughly understanding your goals and dreams and helping you gain greater financial confidence. To learn more, visit Fairway Financial in South Yarmouth or go to fairwayfinancial.net.
Curry College is where you go to become anything you want. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers with learning beyond the classroom. Explore undergraduate programs, NCAA Division III athletics, and continuing education and graduate studies.
6-1 game, last of the 6th on the Gatemen Baseball Network. Jack Sadighian, Owen Sughrue. Wareham has out-hit the Braves 7-4, yet they trail by 5 runs. A big reason for that, they've given up 6 walks tonight and a 4 spot in the 4th inning. Bourne, Schobel, and Lampy due up for the Braves. And Hunter Skillport back out for a 2nd inning of work. His first pitch to Burns, a little bit low. Burns hit by a pitch and also walked and scored in the 4th. Skillport with a clean inning. His first Cape League appearance as the 1-0 is fouled back. Wareham's just had a hard time throwing strikes tonight, and they haven't been able to bring in runners after leadoff hits. 6 left on base, 4 of those in scoring position. 1-1, curveball in for a strike.
Another beautiful breaking ball there from Skilperort. Comes very inside on the lefty, and then just able to find its way back into the zone. Really nice pitch from him. He likes that. He's done it a lot. It really works well.
1-2, looped out to right field, and it'll get down. Kern has it near the wall. Throw to second, just late. Burns with the leadoff double in the 6th. And the Braves are right back to work.
Now batting, the second baseman.
And a good
from
play
Virginia
there,
Tech,
really,
number
from
27,
Kern.
Tanner Schobel.
It took a huge bounce off the stone dust warning track that goes back to that right field fence, and Kern had to jump up. That was pretty close to being a ground rule double. Again, that shallow fence way on the right side in right field. I guess it resulted in a double anyway, but
Kern nearly got him with the throw.
Sure did.
First pitch to Tanner Schobel's in the dirt. Schobel 0 for 1 with the fly out. Did bring in a run after walking in the 4th. 6-1, Bourne lead. Runner on second after a leadoff double from Burns. One-0, just off the plate. First meeting between these two teams of 2021, and everything has gone Bourne's way tonight. Still time, though, for the Gatemen to potentially mount a comeback. They've shown the ability to get runners on, and if the pitching can hold up, could get back in the game. 2-0, grounded down the third base line. Brannigan has it, but it gets away from him, and Schobel's safe at first. Took a little bit of an awkward hop and went off Brannigan's glove.
Now batting, the center fielder from Arizona
Yeah,
State
we talked
University,
about,
number 4,
some of the
Joe
difficulties that actually it's been Bourne both times, but they've had sliding, and that one certainly it just looked like it took an awkward kick on the dirt near Brannigan. Almost looked like it went off his glove, his thigh, or something, and then just took a bounce hard left. And by that time, Schobel was able to reach easily.
He's awarded an infield hit. 2 runners on, nobody out in the last of the 6th. Braves trying to add to a 5-run lead, and they're back to the top of the lineup with Joe Lampe. Lefty on lefty here. Skilport a look at second. The pitch, Lampe shows bunt and takes.
Another good stop there from Samillo. Runners on first and second. Tough if they were able to get to second and third, so that breaking ball just bounced in the dirt, and Samillo shifted nicely to make sure that that one didn't get behind the plate.
Brannigan playing way up from his third base spot. 1-0. Fastball for a strike. Jeffries is right by the second base bag, so there's a huge gap on the left side of the infield. Everyone else playing straight up. Despina playing up from first, not at regular depth. Here's a 1-1. Grounded down the third base line. That just gets foul.
Lampe's out of Petaluma, California, sophomore this past year at Arizona State. Went to San Rosa Junior College. Had a .424 batting average. Led San Rosa to become the #1 JUCO team in California.
He's 1 for 3 tonight. Bunted his way on to start off the game for the Braves. Wind still blowing out to left center field. 1-2. Ground up the middle. High hop off the mound. Jeffries has the steps on second. Throw to first in time. Double them up. Burns advances to third. But now the Gatemen 1 out away from keeping this at a 5-run game.
Now batting for
And a
Bourne,
really
the
nice
shortstop
play
from the
there
University of
from
Louisville,
Jeffries.
number 2, Christian
It just
Knapsack.
sort of took exactly the hop it needed to. It took a huge hop off, whether it was the mound or whether it was the pitcher's mound itself, but it must have bounced 10 feet in the air, and Jeffries timed his jump beautifully. Able to jump right onto second base, fire over to first. A well-needed double play.
Christian Knapczyk, the lefty at the plate. First pitch to him is lined foul. Knapczyk 0 for 3. He does have an RBI on a sacrifice fly to left field. That was in the fourth. Part of a 4-run inning for the Braves. Skillport trying to keep it at 5 runs and keep the Gatemen somewhat in the game here in the 6th. Runner on third, 2 outs, 0-1. Breaking ball off the plate. This game has felt a lot closer than 6-1. Just been a few miscues for the Gatemen that have played a major role in this game.
Good message going back to what we've talked about earlier. Just one inning can be really tough.
That pitch in for a strike. So a ball and 2 strikes to Knapczyk. Knapczyk, the shortstop out of Louisville. Infield playing him straight up. 1-2. Swung on and missed. Skillport struck him out and gets out of trouble in the 6th. Keeps it at a 5-run game. You're listening to the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Whether you are recently retired, Wareham House of Pizza has been serving Wareham and Marion for over 40 years with steak and cheese, pizza, and subs. Located in Shaw's Plaza, head on over for pickup or let them deliver to you. Located on the Cape Cod Canal, Keystone Place at Buzzards Bay is the area's newest rental independent living, assisted living, and memory care community. With some of the area's largest apartments and an ultra-inclusive monthly service package, Keystone Place is a life-fulfilling retirement community unlike any other. Discover Keystone Place, the best option in Cape Cod.
One of the Gatemen's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Cone, where you can get anything from fried clams and fried chicken to an ice cream sundae, and then top it all off with a round of mini golf. Cool Cone, located on Route 6 on the Wareham Marion line.
The law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
And welcome back to Doran Park as we enter the top of the 7th inning here. Gatemen trailing 6-1. And we've got some scores coming in from across the Cape League.
Yeah, YD beat Orleans 8-7. 2 hours and 45 minutes competitive game there. But YD just edges it out. Brewster ahead of Katuitt, 2-0 in the bottom of the 8th. Harwich way up on Falmouth, 10-2 in the bottom of the 7th. And Chatham ahead of Hyannis, 5-0 in the bottom of the 5th. So the East getting the better of the West so far tonight. But that's good news for the Gatemen in the standings if those results hold.
And so first for the Gatemen, this inning is going to be the first baseman, Angelo Despina. As he takes a fastball low for ball 1. Despina, he's 1 for 2, singled in the 5th. Was able to advance to second, but like several other of his teammates, not able to score tonight.
The last 2 innings for the Gatemen as that pitch comes in for a strike. 2 base hits to start off the inning, and then 2 runners left stranded. 4 of the outs via pop-out and 2 via strikeout.
The classic bend, don't break approach from Bourne. As that's another ball, another fastball from Parsley that misses inside. So 2-1 now the count for Despina, the big lefty out of Mercer. And he swings and he hits that into right field. So Despina reaches again. He takes a big lead off of first base, but he's going to stay there. So the second straight single for Despina. Nice for him. He's now 2 for 3, and that's going to bring up Cody Jeffries.
Number 10, Cody Jeffries.
All right, so a 3rd straight base hit to start off an inning. What can the Gatemen do with it? Jeffries 1 for 2 with a base hit in the 3rd. Love to see him get on. You get it back to the top of the order, see what you can do. Like I said earlier, it hasn't been struggle to get hits. It's just bringing in the runners.
So Jeffries takes the first pitch of his at-bat, and that catches the inside corner. So 0-1 with no outs. Despina on first. Gatemen trailing 6-1 here in Bourne in the top of the 7th. Wind still strong, blowing now steadily out to left field. Windy night here in Bourne near the canal. And that's a fastball that misses. So 1-1 the count now for Jeffries.
Braves, the only undefeated team left in the league. 4-0 on the season. They've been dominating. 29 runs scored, 10 runs allowed coming into this game.
And a 19-point run differential for Bourne, maybe the most impressive of all. And adding to that so far tonight is Jeffries takes a fastball, 1-2. Now the count for him.
I just still feel like the Gatemen are in this game, Owen. They keep getting hits. You get one big blast to right field like we've seen a few times for Wareham this season, and you're right back in the game.
I think so. They certainly have a chance. They've had their opportunities. And Jeffries fouls that next one back, so the count's going to stay at 1-2.
Kind of reminds me of Falmouth. They were trailing by 3 or 4 runs for most of the game. But Falmouth just kept trying to let him back in the game. Gave up walks, leadoff hits.
So the 1-2 coming from Parsley. The right-hander deals. And that's swung on and missed. So Jeffries goes down. So 1 away as the Gatemen go back to the top of their order with Jarvis, the second baseman out of Alabama. He's 1 for 3. Struck out swinging in the first inning, singled in the third. And then he popped out to the shortstop back in the 5th. So with 1 away, the pitch from Parsley. That's a fastball. Misses just high. So right-hander on left-hander. Jarvis, the left-hander in this case. He takes strike 2. That's another fastball. That catches the inside corner.
Felt like he's been behind 0-2 every at-bat.
Really has felt that way.
I think it's been 3 out of the 4.
So yet again down 0-2. Jarvis. He takes another, and that's low. So 1-2. Now the count with Despina still on first. 1 out. Gatemen trailing by 5 here. After a huge 4th inning of walks for Bourne. And that's another fastball, and that catches the outside corner.
Yeah, 4 runs came across 5 walks in the 4th. You take that away, it's a 2-1 game. And it's not like you just hurt yourself with 5 straight walks. It wasn't like Bourne was dominating, hitting the ball over the ballpark. Gatemen have out-hit Bourne 8-6.
And that's fouled back, so the count's at 2-2. It reminds me of a golf round where, you know, you have a lot of pars, maybe a few birdies, but you have a few blow-up holes, and
right
there you are, you shoot 93.
That's exactly the analogy. You're playing a pretty good round, but then you've got 2 9s on the scorecard.
Right, that hurts.
And it's been like that for the Gatemen, leaving runners on base and giving up walks.
So the 2-2, that's lined into center field. And that's a base hit, so Jarvis rounds first. And Despina is at second. We have been here before, but the Gatemen going to try to capitalize here.
3rd straight inning with 2 runners on.
University, number 11, Cade Kern.
Well hit ball, though. Jarvis, his go-to spot right up the middle, just past a diving Schobel. He nearly made a tremendous play on it. Here we go again, Owen.
Right, Kern going to try to switch things up. Kern 1 for 3 tonight. He singled in the 3rd as well. And the first pitch of this at-bat, that's a fastball that just never came anywhere close to the zone. That was up near shoulder level for Kern. So 0-1 with 1 away. Despina on second. Jarvis on first. Both singled earlier this inning.
Here comes the wind.
Certainly picking up here. That whether it's the canal breeze or being up here on a bit of a hill. And that's lined way into left field. And the left fielder just watches that one, didn't even move. So an absolute bomb from Cade Kern. And that's going to bring us to a 2-run game. Kern hit that ball and there was silence across this ballpark.
You could hear a pin drop while that ball sailed past the bullpen and left. That was destroyed by Cade Kern. Oh my goodness.
The left fielder from the University of Alabama, number 12, Owen Diodati.
Wow. That is a true tape measure shot to left, and the Gatemen are right back in this game.
So how's that for capitalizing on an opportunity? That's going to bring up Diodati, who's also familiar with home runs, as he fouls the first one off. So that's going to bring the count to 0-1, still with 1 out. And Gatemen find themselves trailing 6-4 after an absolute bomb from Cade Kern out of Ohio State. And 6-4 the score. And Diodati swung, but just didn't look like he totally committed to it. So he finds himself in an 0-2 hole.
We've got the official distance on that home run, or at least we think we do. 434 on that blast to left field. The foul pole is 330. So I think he got all of it.
Wow. Yeah, that sounds right to me.
Oh. I mean, we saw an Eric Brown no-doubter in the opener against Katuitt.
Right.
Obviously, that helped out the Kettleers with a 3-run shot.
Yep. That one felt like a different level, as this is lined into left field. So Diodati keeps the momentum going for the Gatemen. He's able to reach first base, and that's going to bring now Jack Brannigan out of Notre Dame.
But that was a no-doubter. I mean, Kearns was above a no-doubter. Absolute missile. And now after the single from Diodati, Brannigan, the tying run comes to the plate. I mean, all of a sudden this game has shifted. And here comes the mound meeting.
Yeah. Bourne here, trying to take a minute to rest, regather themselves, as Brannigan takes a walk back to the dugout. May have a pitching change here, we'll see. But the Gatemen now with the tying run on the plate. And we are going to have a pitching change. The night's done for Austin Parsley. So we'll be back in a few moments. Gatemen gaining some momentum here in Bourne. And we'll be back here in the top of the 7th on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
The law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard, providing families and business.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
Northeast Maritime Institute's College of Maritime Science is a proud sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen. If you're looking for a career at sea, look to NMI's program of education, adventure, and employment on northeastmaritime.com, America's premier 2-year maritime college.
Get your glow on at Compassionate Med Spa. They're compassionate about getting your perfect skin. Come get your glow on. Call 774-678-7319. Mention this ad and get 25% off at Hydra Facial.
The Mezzaluna Restaurant is a family-run Italian restaurant celebrating 80 years in business. Located on Main Street in Buzzards Bay, Mezzaluna specializes in Italian cuisine, a lunch menu that's the best deal in town, and serving some of Cape Cod's famous prime rib every Wednesday and Saturday. Come enjoy the feast at Mezzaluna, the Italian family restaurant.
For sales and rentals of Caterpillar machinery, generators, and marine engines, visit MiltonCat.com, your area cat dealer. Milton Cat, the Cape and Islands Caterpillar dealer, is proud to be a sponsor of today's game.
Does your insurance agent know you by name, analyze your stats, and help you with your game plan? If the answer is no, then it's time to draft Morse Insurance. Their local team will get to know you, assess your...
And welcome back to Doran Park, as the Gatemen are making some progress here, chipping into this Bourne lead now find themselves down just 6-4 as Josh Eknes, the pitcher out of Lamar, enters the game for the Braves.
Tying run at the plate with Jack Brannigan. 3-run shot from Cade Kern that still might not have come down.
Braves, from Lamar University, number 10, Josh
Gatemen are back in
Eknes.
this game. They have out-hit the Braves 11-6, but are down. This is the first time, though, it's felt like the Gatemen have had all the momentum. Got to go to the pitching change with Eknes, an off-speed guy. He's going to go change-up, slider, curveball.
So the first pitch from Eknes, that misses up high. That's a fastball. So Diodati, after a single to left field for him, showing some opposite field power like we talked about before. He's on first, still just one out. And Eknes delivers. That's a fastball. And that's in there for a strike, so that's going to even the count at 1. Still just one out.
That is the first, this is the first CCBL appearance for Eknes. So, first look at him in the 5th game of the season.
And that's a breaking ball.
Yeah, nice changeup. Brannigan turned around, thought it was going to hit him, and it just dropped into the zone.
Really nice pitch there from Eknes. So that's is going to bring the count to 1-2. And Eknes, the right-hander, delivers. A good stop there from Burns. Able to keep Diodati at first. So 2-2 the count now. And Brannigan, 1 for 3 so far in his Gateman career, which is only tonight. He had a single in the 6th. And he hits that into right field. Coming in is Wallace. And Wallace able to make the catch. Diodati was about halfway between first and second. He goes back to first. So 2 away.
Now batting.
And that's going to bring up Skeens.
Number 20.
If there was ever a time for him to explode, I mean, he's had an extremely slow start to his Cape League season. It is right now.
It is right now. All that pent-up energy. 3 more strikeouts tonight. Skeens. He could pull that ball right to left field. So he takes ball 1. That misses on the outside corner.
He's just got to be patient. He gets a lot of sliders and curveballs away. Wait for that inside pitch. Try and pull it to left field. There's a lot of space out there. He's being played straight up.
So Skeens, he takes another fastball. And going is Diodati, and he's thrown out at second. Looks like Diodati thought that was going to get past Burns. But Burns makes the throw over to Knapczyk at second base, and that's going to end the inning. So the Gatemen do score 3. Bit of an anticlimactic ending to a very solid inning for Wareham. But when we come back, the Braves will be up 6-4 here on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Northeast Maritime Institute's College of Maritime Science is a proud sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen. If you're looking for a career at sea, look to NMI's program of education, adventure, and employment on northeastmaritime.com, America's premier 2-year maritime college.
Get your glow on at Compassionate Med Spa. They're compassionate about getting your perfect skin. Come get your glow on. Call 774-678-7319. Mention this ad and get 25% off at Hydra Facial.
The Mezzaluna Restaurant is a family-run Italian restaurant celebrating 80 years in business. Located on Main Street in Buzzards Bay, Mezzaluna specializes in Italian cuisine, a lunch menu that's the best deal in town, and serving some of Cape Cod's famous prime rib every Wednesday and Saturday. Come enjoy the feast at Mezzaluna, the Italian family restaurant.
For sales and rentals of Caterpillar machinery, generators, and marine engines, visit MiltonCat.com, your area cat dealer. Milton Cat, the Cape and Islands Caterpillar dealer, is proud to be a sponsor of today's game.
Does your insurance agent know you by name, analyze your stats, and help you with your game plan? If the answer is no, then it's time to draft Morse Insurance. Their local team will get to know you, assess your risk, and develop a strategy to protect your home, auto, or business. Visit us online at morseins.com. Hashtag Morse, of course, has your back.
And welcome back to Doran Park as we enter the bottom of the 7th inning here. We have a pitching change for the Gatemen. This game got quite a bit more interesting in the top half of this inning. Christian Rubick, the right-hander out of Oklahoma, rising junior. He's on the mound for the Gatemen as they try to keep this a 2-run game heading into the 8th inning.
Now pitching for Wareham.
Yeah, here we go. Rubick out of Oklahoma.
Christian Rubick.
Good fastball and a nice changeup as well.
The DH from the University of South Carolina, number 29.
But it's now a 2-run game. Wareham has some momentum. They made a lot of mistakes in this game, but they are still alive. Got the first place Braves on their heels a little bit, trying to give them their first loss of the season.
So the first pitch from Rubick, that's to the designated hitter, Braylon Wimmer, who showed bunt, took it back. Wimmer, so far, he's 1 for 3. He got a double in the first inning. Struck out swinging in the third, flied to center in the fourth. And the pitch from Rubick, that's swung on, took a big cut. But Wimmer comes up empty-handed. So the count quickly to 0-2. Nice start so far for Rubick as he tries to get a strikeout in his start to this game. So the 0-2. That is in there for strike 3. Catches the outside corner. Got Wimmer looking. And a great start for Rubick. So one away here now in the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, it might have been a little bit of a generous strike 3, but he'll take it. Wareham's got to keep riding the momentum. Try and keep this at 2 runs. Dangerous bat coming to the plate, though.
Yeah, Dalton rushing. He's 2 for 3, doubled in his last at bat in the 5th. The left-hander out of Louisville, and he takes ball 1. So Rubick, the right-hander, he delivers. That's swung on and missed. A big cut again, rushing.
He's got some nice running action on his fastball. Good changeup.
So the count now even at 1 with 1 away after he got Wimmer looking. And that's a breaking ball. And a beautiful pitch from him there, and that catches the outside corner, so 1-2.
Yeah, that's the changeup right there. Pretty pitch.
Rubick delivers, and that's another swing and a miss. So 2 straight strikeouts for Rubick. And he's going to try to go 1-2-3. As Zach Agnos, the third baseman.
Number 14, Zach Agnos.
He's up now for Bourne, the right-hander. He walked twice. He scored in the 4th, like Wallace, Thomas, and Burns did as well. But the Gatemen with a good chance here to keep this momentum going. And Rubick delivers. That's a fastball that misses low and away. So 1-0. Agnos, who didn't play last night, he's been excellent for Bourne so far tonight as he takes a curveball. And that's going to even the count at 1. That's in there for a strike.
Yeah, drawn a couple walks. Still doesn't have a hit, though.
So the 1-1 from Rubick. That's a check swing. And the umpire says yes. He went around.
He definitely did. I don't know how he thought he was going to get away with that. Samilla was immediately looking over to first, saying if he doesn't, home plate doesn't call it a strike, you better say he went around.
So now the 1-2, and Rubick was already on his strut back to a dugout. He thought he had 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, I think his argument would be if that's strike 3 on Wimmer, that should have been strike 3 on Agnos. Same spot.
So the 2-2. That's a breaking ball. That misses in the dirt. Samillo gathers that one. So that is going to bring us to a full count with 2 outs, no men on. The Braves still leading 6-4 in the bottom of the 7th. And the pitch from Rubick. And he got him swinging. So a 1-2-3 inning for Rubik. 3 strikeouts, looking, swinging. So the Gatemen still only down 2 as they try to add a few more in the top of the 8th when we get back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
What's up, Gatemen fans? Looking for Wareham jerseys, shirts, and hats? You can find all of that and more online at gatemen.org/shop. Visit to get all your Gatemen gear today.
Mosquito bites and ticks. No, yikes! When the bugs get scary, just call Mosquito Mary's 866-ASK-MARY or visit us at mosquitomarys.com.
Red Shirt Fridays is a national program created to acknowledge, honor, and support our troops who put themselves in harm's way to defend our freedoms. In support of this program, the Cape League teams will be wearing a specially designed red jersey every Friday. This special weekly celebration of Red Shirt Fridays is sponsored by 47 Brand, HP Hood, Cape Cod Regional Transit Authority, Advanced Embroidery, and the Cape League. Support our troops and join us by wearing red each Friday.
Welcome back to Doran Park as we enter the top of the 8th inning here. Gatemen down 6-4 over against the Bourne Braves. And after a great inning, last inning for the Gatemen, able to add 3 runs, Paul Skeens, the designated hitter tonight,
number 20, Paul
out of the Air Force Academy. He tries to get things started for the Gatemen. Skeens has struck out swinging 3 times so far this game. He's 0 for 3, struck out in the 2nd, the 4th, and the 6th. And he hopes that the 4th time is the charm here, as Josh Eknes remains the pitcher for the Braves. Tall right-hander. And that first pitch misses outside.
Yeah, Agnes got the last 2 outs in the 7th after the 3-run blast by Kern.
So the 1-0 now. Skeens takes a big swing, but that's fouled right back into the glove of Peter Burns.
I'm not sure what it is for Skeens. He's either just not seeing pitches well or his timing is off.
Yeah, something strange. He's really struggled, and that one's fouled back towards us here, behind the plate.
He's taking a lot of almost half swings, too, where he went around, but it was kind of lackluster.
So Skeens, he takes strike 3 this time, so the frustration continues for Skeens. His 4th strikeout of tonight. This one looking a breaking ball that just found its way into the top of the zone.
Number 3.
So 1 away now for Gonzalez. And Gonzalez singled in the 2nd. Since then, he's grounded to 2nd and then popped out to 2nd. So the first pitch of this at bat, that's a fastball that misses high and outside. So 1 away after the strikeout to Skeens. Gatemen still trailing 6-4 here in the top of the 8th. And that's another fastball. That one's in there, though. So that's going to bring the count even to 1. And Eknes delivers, so that's fouled back again. And that's hit right back towards Eknes. So a pretty easy play for him. He charges over. And was awfully liberal with his running over to first base. Cut it awfully close. Scott ended up getting Gonzalez by just about a half step, but
I guess he's scared to throw overhand to first. He just had to sprint over and underhand it to him.
Right. So anyway, that gets the 2nd out of the inning. Now for Samillo. And Samillo, he's gone 1 for 2 with a walk. And he skies the first pitch of that at bat toward the spectators. Thankfully just behind everybody. On those left field little grass bleachers there. Again, a pretty good crowd tonight. Still a Very solid outcome. Lots of fans still here in Bourne. And the 0-1 coming. That's a huge breaking ball that just never got below eye level there for Samillo. So 2 outs, no man on. Gatemen trying to creep closer into this game. And that pitch just looked like it totally slipped out of Agnes's hand.
Yeah, so 2 straight pitches way out of the zone after Agnes has looked pretty solid through first 4 outs of his outing. So he's going to get some rosin.
Change the mojo a little bit. That last pitch, that fastball, hit this netting here in the air. And that's a good pitch there, but just misses. That's a fastball. Just missed the outside corner. So 3-1 now the count for Samillo. A catcher tonight after a few nights off. And he hits that way into left field deep. And a huge bat flip from Samillo. So another home run to left field as Thomas has had 2 great views in left field of 2 bombs from the Gatemen. So the Gatemen now 1 run away from tying this game.
Another bomb for Samillo. Gone right when he hit it.
24, Angelo
and the swagger after. 1-run game.
So the righty Samillo able to pull one into left field, ride that wind. That one was bombed. So a 2-out home run brings the Gatemen a little bit closer. Now for Despina, the big lefty from Mercer. He has 2 singles tonight. He's batting 143 into tonight, but a great night so far for him as he takes a big swing. Wanted another hit, but he missed that one. So with 2 away, Gatemen trailing just 6-5. The count now at 1-1. And Eknes, that's a fastball that misses on the outside corner, low and away.
Spina's first multi-hit game. Let's see if he can keep it going. 2 base hits his last 2 times up.
He'd love a third, and that one's a little dribbler down the right baseline. And that just took a bounce into foul territory, so the count now even at 2-2. As Jeffries, who's on deck, comes over, and his teammate back his bat. And Despina's going to settle back in.
Gateman dugout looks fired up. I mean, they really feel like they should be winning this game and only down by 1 after trailing for most of this contest. They can taste a tie ball game here.
So the 2-2 from Eknes. That's a fastball.
Woo!
That just misses.
We'll take it.
That one was, I would say that one was close, but I think that one was a strike. That one seemed pretty clear, I think, to most people here. But nonetheless, the Gatemen get the call, so that's going to bring us to a full count. And that's fouled off down the left field line.
That one did not stay fair. A little bit late on it.
So Despina, who remains alive in this count, he fouls another one off toward the netting here. So the Gatemen gaining momentum in the top of the 7th and the top of the 8th.
And you're guaranteed to see the top of the lineup in the 9th, which is big. I mean, you'd love a 2-out rally here too, but even if this doesn't get going, good hitters do up.
So the payoff pitch, and that's lined into center field. So the 3rd hit of the night for Despina, his 3rd single. And that's going to bring up Cody Jeffries.
Have yourself a day, Angelo Despina.
Number 10, Cody
He struggled through these first couple games, but he had a double last night, and that might have sparked his Cape League season. 3 straight base hits and a potential for a 2-out rally. That is the tying run on first as Jeffries steps in.
Great night so far for Despina. Jeffries the shortstop. He singled in the 3rd, and looks like we're going to have a visit from the manager for Bourne, and a potential pitching change, the whole infield in, as Harvey Shapiro checks in with Josh Eknes. And Eknes hands the ball over to Shapiro, so we are going to have a pitching change with 2 outs and Despina on first here in the top of the 8th. We'll be back in a few moments on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
The Gateway Tavern, located on Marion Road in Wareham, offers an extensive but not exhaustive array of menu choices. They search for the finest in foods, ranging from garden fresh produce to hand-selected seafood, and have special menus that change daily. The Gateway Tavern is proud to be the official helmet of the Wareham Gatemen.
Wherever you call home, from Boston to the South Shore to the South Coast to the Cape and Islands, Rogers Gray has you covered for all of your coastal homeowners insurance needs. Rogers Gray is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Learn more at rogersgray.com.
That double play is brought to you by TM Ryder Insurance Agency. Package your home and auto insurance for the perfect double play.
Village Signs of Mattapoisett. They do it all, from logo design, trucks and buildings, to boats. Village Signs has proudly served Southern New England for over 35 years. Visit them at villagesigns.inc.com for all your signage needs.
Wow. And welcome back to Doran Park. Here as the Gatemen, with 2 away, are trying to tie this game up at 6. Despina after a single, his 3rd single of the game. Now Jeffries is going to step into the lefty's batter's box as we have a new pitcher for the Braves. It's going to be Tristan Verling out of Kennewick, Washington, now a junior at Gonzaga.
Yeah, big right-hander, 6'4" this past season, 3.88 ERA and 48 2/3, 66 K. So a big strikeout pitcher. He could blow it by you with the fastball. He pounds the zone.
And Verling has 2 appearances so far this season. First against Brewster, then against Harwich. Pitched just 1 inning in both. Gave up 1 earned run to Brewster.
From Gonzaga University,
and then no earned runs to Harwich, just 1 hit in both games.
And Eknes's day, 1 1/3, gave up a run on the solo shot from Samillo to left field. He'll be responsible for Despina on first.
So the first pitch to Jeffries from Verling. That is a fastball that misses high. So 1-0 the count. Still 2 away. Gatemen down 6-5, Despina on first. And Verling, the big right-hander, delivers. And that's another fastball that misses high and outside, so 2-0 the count for Jeffries. Jeffries again, who singled in the 3rd and scored after that. He's since then flied out to a great play over there from Agnos on the 3rd base line and then struck out in his last at-bat. So the 2-0, that misses low. So Jeffries now with a 3-0 count.
He hasn't even seen anything worth picking the bat up off his shoulder for.
So Verling delivers the 3-0. And that was, again, one of those take-all-the-way 3-0 pitches, but that one finds the outside corner. So 3-1 now the count for Jeffries. So Verling delivers, and that's a fastball. That misses high. So runners now on first and second. Despina on second base, and Jeffries, after walking, he finds himself on first. Now for the top of the order.
For Wareham, the second baseman.
This
from
is
the
huge.
University
You've
of
got
Alabama,
Kern on
number
deck,
28,
who's just
Jim
coming off a
Jarvis.
3-run moonshot to left field. Jarvis got to try to find a way to get on base here. Kern's been hitting the ball hard the last 3 or 4 games. He just hasn't gotten him to drop. And
so a really good opportunity here for Wareham with Espina on second, Jeffries on first. And Jarvis hits that into left field. And coming forward is the left fielder, Colby Thomas. He's able to make the catch. So yet again, the Gatemen threaten. And they do get 1 run, but they still trail 6-5 as we enter the bottom of the 8th here on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It takes only 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
The 99 Restaurant and Pub is proud to be a sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit your local 99 and try their famous colossal lobster rolls. Piled high on grilled brioche and served hot buttered or with just the right amount of mayo and celery with fries and coleslaw. The 99, always the real deal. Badger Sport is a leading provider of superior quality team uniforms and performance athletic wear, including performance t-shirts, fleeces, shorts, and pants. From the fields to the stands and at every practice along the way, Founders Sport Group makes authentic, quality apparel accessible at the speed of the sport. Visit foundersport.com today.
Welcome back to Doran Park as we enter the bottom of the 8th inning. Gatemen trailing 6-5 here against the Bourne Braves. And a pitching change for the Gatemen. Now the right-hander Ethan Chenault out of UNC Wilmington on the mound, trying to keep the Gatemen alive.
yeah, he's going to try and keep it at a 1-run game. Right-hander out of UNC Wilmington, 6'5". First time we've seen him, or excuse me, I believe, yeah, first time we've seen him out for the Gatemen. Sorry about that. Thought we'd seen him once before. But pretty hard throwing right-hander, and he's going to try and be like Rubeck. He's going to try and burn through hitters. This past season, 4.03 ERA, struck out 24 in 29 innings.
Chenault held his opponents to a batting average of just
Now down to the
189.
Braves, the right fielder from the University of Arkansas, number
So
15.
that's going to
Caden
bring up
Wallace.
Caden Wallace. After him, Colby Thomas, and then Peter Burns. As Wallace fouls one down the left field line. So Owen won the count. And the pitch from Chenault. That misses low and away, so the count now even at 1. Wallace flied out to right in the first, then was not one of those players who, the string of players who walked. The 5 through 8 hitters all walked in the 4th inning, and all of them scored as well. And the 2-1 pitch now, that's a fastball, so that's in there for a strike, so the count now even at 2.
Some updates from around the league. Brewster just beat Katuitt 2-0. And Falmouth coming back on Harwich, 11-8 game. They were down 10-2. Chatham over Hyannis 4-0.
And that's a breaking ball that's in there for strike 3. A great pitch there from Chenault to get his first strikeout. Got Wallace looking. So that's going to bring up the left fielder, Colby Thomas, out of Mercer.
Colby Thomas.
Great start to Chenault's Gateman career, as he has one away here in the bottom of the 8th. And that one's in the dirt. So 1-0. Thomas, he flied out to Jarvis at second as he lines one into left field. And Diodati collects and tosses that over to Jeffries. So a single for Thomas, and that's going to bring up Peter Burns, the catcher.
From Boston College, number 12, Peter
Nice
Burns.
job. Stayed on the pitch and made solid contact to left field. So Chenault will have to deal with a little bit of trouble. I mean, you really want to keep this at a one-run game. It's been such a wild game, Owen.
Sure has. Want to give the Gatemen a chance going into this 9th inning.
Yeah, but I was going to say it's been such a wild game, but Gatemen, after so many mistakes, still a chance. So many missed opportunities, too, but starting to take advantage of them in the last couple innings as that pitch misses. So ball and a strike to Burns, but they've out-hit the Braves 13-7 and still trail by a run. They've left a lot of guys on base, also walked a lot of guys. That's brought in runs for Bourne. But what a comeback it would be for the Gatemen.
So the 1-1 from Chenault is in there for strike 2. So with one away and Thomas on first, Burns gets set to take the 1-2. And the pitch from Chenault. That's lined to Jeffries at short. He's able to make the play at second and toss over to Despina to first for an inning-ending double play. And just what the Gatemen needed, give themselves a chance going into the 9th inning. Gatemen trailing 6-5, and we'll be back in a few moments here on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Baseball Factory is a company specializing in player development and college placement of high school baseball players. We care about guiding players to a college that is the perfect fit. Give us a call at 877-752-6025 to get started today.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950s-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
Baseball Factory's vision is to guide both players and parents through the college recruiting process into professionally trained players in order to find a school that is the right fit, both academically and athletically. Contact us at 877-752-6025.
So here we go. We head to the 9th on the Gatemen Baseball Network. Jack Sadighian and Owen Sughrue. 6-5 game. The Gatemen, after a crazy game, have it boiled down to this. 3 outs left to go. They trail by a run to try and pull off a 5-run comeback in the 9th.
And you mentioned, Jack, last inning, Jack, you know, the Gatemen leading in the hits category 13-7. I was thinking, you know, they'd be able to tie or maybe win this game. It would feel like a steal. You know, but also it sort of would feel like a steal for Bourne, you know, if they lost this game. It's just been such a funny game that way. That's that 5th inning or 4th inning for Bourne, just huge for them, able to score 4 runs. You know, so the Gatemen doing a lot of things really well. And after an eventful game, they've got a chance with the heart of their order.
It's Cade Kern, Owen Diodati, and Jack Brannigan, the 2-3-4 hitters due up.
Cade Kern.
Tristan Verling, the big right-hander on the mound, got the last out in the 8th. Gatemen have scored 4 runs in the last 2 innings. First pitch to Kern, swung on, fouled straight back. Kern hit a 3-run missile to left in the 7th, his lone hit of the ball game. 0-1, missed outside. Kern's been hitting the ball hard, finally rewarded on his last at-bat. 1-1, missed away.
And Kern, into this at-bat, carrying visions of his bomb to left.
It's been a wild game. Was tied at 1 after 3. Bourne scored 4 runs in the 4th, another in the 5th. 6 walks in those 2 innings. 3-run shot for Kern in the 7th and a solo shot for Samillo in the 8th makes it a 1-run game. 2-1 pitch, low. So 3 balls and a strike to Cade Kern. I don't know if Verling is going to want to throw one over the plate here. One-run game in the top of the 9th. Kern leading things off. Here's a 3-1. Taken outside, and Kern has a leadoff walk. That's a tying run on first base for the Gatemen.
Now batting, the left fielder from the University of Alabama, number 12, Owen Diodati.
The left fielder, Diodati, comes up. 2 for 4 with a couple base hits. Drove in a run in the 3rd on a sac fly. But 3 homers, 9 RBIs on the short Cape League season. Throw over to first late and dropped by rushing the first baseman.
No, he doesn't have any home runs yet tonight. With those 3, we know he has the power, has the chance right now to give the Gatemen the lead.
Has homered in the last 2 games. Both balls hammered to right field. First pitch to Diodati in the dirt. His 2 singles today have been sprayed to left and right field. He has opposite field power. There's a huge hole in left center. 1-0, lined into right field. That'll get down. Kern screams around second, and the throw to third is late. Runners on the corners, nobody out for the Gatemen. And they have the tying run 90 feet away in the 9th.
The third baseman from the University of Notre
Jack
Dame,
Brannigan coming up.
Jack Brannigan.
And just a great hit there from Diodati. Again, we talked about one of his singles earlier. Not a home run swing, but just able to get it to fall into right field. And similar there, just went over the head of Schobel, the second baseman. And now, what do you know, runners on the corners.
And so here's Jack Brannigan, the third baseman out of Notre Dame. His Cape League debut today. He's 1 for 4 with a single in the 6th. Kern waiting on third, Diodati on first. A walk and a single. Gatemen behind by 1. Still nobody out in the 9th. First pitch to Brannigan. Fastball in for a strike. Looks like a pinch hit coming up on deck. Jimmy Crooks is waiting. He would replace Skeens, who's 0 for 4, all strikeouts. Here's the 0-1, breaking ball, another strike. That looked like it might have been a little bit off the plate, but a nice frame job by Burns. Brannigan digging back into the right side. Righty on righty. Verling from the stretch. 0-2. Fouled back. Brannigan stays alive.
Brannigan definitely a little bit late on that one. Fortunate. Stay alive in this count.
Dramatic game. Bourne's led for most of it. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed. 1 away in the 9th. Still runners on the corners. And now Jimmy Crooks comes up. First pinch hitter of the game from either side.
Number 8, Jimmy Crooks.
And I think this is a good move for the Gatemen.
Yeah, an interesting call here, and does make sense. Skeens, who had been 1 for 9 coming into this game, had 4 strikeouts so far. So, you got to think he will find his rhythm, just hasn't been able to so far. So, Crooks, the man for the Gatemen now.
Crooks 2 for 10 on the Cape League season. Homered yesterday against Orleans. Moonshot to right field. Wind blowing out to left today. Kern waiting patiently on third, 90 feet away from tying the game. Leading runs with Diodati on first. First pitch to Crooks. Fastball taken for a strike.
And that might have been a pitch to hit. That one's just sort of in the middle in part of the zone to Crooks, the lefty, but decided to take. Finds himself down 0-1.
Tres Gonzalez on deck. Crooks the lefty waiting for the righty Verling's pitch. On the way, swung on and missed. 0-2 quickly to Crooks. Six-5 game in the ninth. Gatemen trying to come back from down 6-1. 0-2 swung on and missed. Crooks chased a high fastball.
And that's really tough there from Crooks. That last pitch way up high. And frustrating for him. And now the Gatemen
from Georgia Tech, number 3,
just one out away. They do have Kern on third, but not what they wanted. A frustrating at bat for them. 3 straight strikes.
So here comes Tres Gonzalez. He's 1 for 3 with a base hit back in the second. But this inning started with a Kern walk, then Diodati singled, advanced Kern to third. 2 straight strikeouts now. Verling trying to get out of trouble, but the Gatemen are so close to completing this comeback, 90 feet away from tying the game. First pitch to Gonzalez, in for a strike. Verling has been all over the zone. Lefty Gonzalez against the right-hander Verling. Here's the 0-1. Upstairs, good take.
Was a good take there from Gonzalez. That pretty similar to the last pitch on which Crooks swung in the last at bat.
Samillo on deck. He homered his last time up to left field. 1-1 in the dirt. Blocked up by Burns.
Another good take there from Gonzalez. That one, breaking ball that dipped, and a really good stop there from Burns. Keep Kern at third.
The Gatemen have out-hit the Braves 14-7, yet they trail by a run in the ninth. 2-1. Fastball for a strike.
And Gonzalez frustrated, just sort of shook his head a little bit, hit himself on the thigh. That one might have been one to hit.
Runners on the corners, 2 away. 2-2 count for Tres Gonzalez. The last hope for the Gatemen. They're down by 1 with runners on the corners. Pitch upstairs, full count.
Well, the stage is set. It's all up to Gonzalez now.
He hasn't swung at anything yet through 5 pitches of the at-bat. Clapping starting here at Doran Park. Here's the payoff. Missed inside. Bases are loaded for the Gatemen, and Nick Samillo coming to the plate. What an at-bat by Gonzalez. He takes 6 straight pitches and draws a walk to load the bases.
Great discipline there from Gonzalez. So easy to feel the pressure. 2 outs. You don't want to get called strike 3, but has several good takes. Took a few fastballs high. Took a really good breaking ball that was in the dirt, but certainly tempting, able to hold up all 3 times.
So here we go, Owen. 6-5 Bourne lead. Bases loaded with 2 away in the top of the ninth for Nick Samillo. He's 2 for 4, crushed a ball to left field for a home run his last time up. First pitch, fastball upstairs.
Another good take. That's something we've seen these last 2 batters. A lot of fastballs up in the zone. Tempting, but excellent discipline so far.
Gatemen were down by 5 runs, have scored 4 in the last couple innings. 1-0, fastball inside. That's called a strike.
That one looked a little high and inside. Samillo definitely thought so too, but just finds its way into the zone.
Samillo was not a fan of that strike call. Ball and a strike to the catcher from Manhattan. 1-1. There's another strike. And Samillo thought that was off the plate too.
Two tough calls there, both right on the edge. Tough to have two strikes called there.
Bases loaded, 2 away in the top of the 9th. Gatemen down by 1. Samillo at the plate. Here's a 1-2 pitch. No, step off the mound. Samillo called time. Drama at Doran Park. First place Braves. Gatemen tied for 3rd. 4 points behind them in the standings. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Verling got out of it. And the Gatemen leave him loaded. Bourne Braves 6, Wareham Gatemen 5. On a night where the Gatemen out-hit the Braves 14-7, they can't mount a comeback. Come up just short.
That's the ball game, folks. The Bourne
Braves improved to 5-0. The Gatemen will fall to 2-3.
The Braves are on the road tomorrow, but return to action here at Doran Park.
And so that'll do it. Keep tuned for our post-game show on the Gatemen Baseball Network. Braves 6, Gatemen 5. We'll see you in a moment to break everything down on the post-game.
We appreciate and thank the sponsors who support the Cape League and the 10 teams. Our corporate sponsors are the financial backbone of the league. It is with their support that we are able to preserve our long-standing tradition of providing the best family entertainment here on Cape Cod. On behalf of the Wareham Gatemen, the 9 other teams, league officers, and the entire Cape League family, we would like to announce and thank our 2021 corporate sponsors. With much appreciation, we recognize
The Yawkey Foundation, Curry College, Cape Cod Healthcare, the 99 Restaurants, Coca-Cola Bottling of Cape Cod,
Badger Sport, 47 Brand, Cape Cod 5 Cent Savings Bank, Milton Cat, Mosquito Marys.
Fairway Financial, Ocean Spray, Seaside Le Mans, Rogers Gray, Franklin Sports.
Cape Destinations, Sullivan Tire, Cape Cod Times, Kinlan Grover Real Estate, Cape Cod Chamber of Commerce.
Highline Cruises, Sports Picks, On Deck Sports, Barnstable Bat, Highness Area Chamber of Commerce.
HP Hood, Sunderland Printing, Axis Bats, Quest Diagnostics, Cape Space. And of course, thank you to Major League Baseball for over 50 years of support.
The Cape Cod Baseball League and the NCAA promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We ask for your cooperation and positive support of the participants and officials. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments or any other intimidating actions will not be tolerated. Thank you. We ask parents to keep their children off the roofs of the dugouts, away from the batting cages, and out of the bullpen areas. Please throw rubbish into the barrels and recycle the aluminum cans in special bins located around the park.
Ladies and gentlemen, state law prohibits the use of any tobacco product on school property. Thanks for keeping us in compliance.
Cameras and video cameras are permitted inside Spillane Field for personal photos but cannot be used to reproduce the game, players, or on-field events without the express written permission of the Wareham Gatemen. Use of camera or video equipment must not interfere with other fans' enjoyment of the game.
Welcome into the Gatemen post-game show. What a game. The Braves take down the Gatemen 6-5. And a dramatic finish where the Gatemen had the bases loaded in the 9th. Nick Samillo at the plate. And Tristan Verling struck him out. But, I mean, no quit from the Gatemen. They were down 6-1, made some mistakes, missed some opportunities, but they fought their way back in the ball game. A tough one to lose in the 9th.
They sure did. I mean, again, this one, it's gonna sting, and that's fine. They there's a lot that's frustrating about this game, but again, I think we see them making a lot of good steps. A lot of our criticisms of the Gatemen early, I think in terms of taking advantage of their opportunities, it took a while, but they got there tonight. And, you know, we're seeing some production offensively from guys, you know, from new guys. Kern with that blast to left field. Samilo with a great home run. So we're seeing some good things. We're seeing new names pop up, and, you know, that's, in a lot of ways, that's baseball. These bounces are going to go their way at some point. They're playing well. And, you know, again, it's going to be frustrating, and that's okay. This one, a very close game. This is a tough one to lose. It really would have been a great one to get.
Yeah, it was. Bourne, 6 runs off 7 hits, no Gatemen errors. Gatemen, 5 runs off a big 14 hits and no Bourne errors. They left 11 on base. Obviously, the bases loaded in the 9th was huge, but they left 2 on in the 6th, 2 in scoring position in the 5th. Just a very tough night. And the Braves got most of their runs in the 4th inning, 4 runs in that inning, because the Gatemen walked 5 batters in a row. So the Braves caught a break to improve to 5-0. Gatemen fall to 2-3. I just can't stress enough. It was so encouraging to see the Gatemen with that comeback, but some missed opportunities in this game, Owen. We had, you know, some dramatic home runs that led to the comeback. 6-1 deficit. Kern, a 3-run shot to left. I don't think it's come down yet. Samilo, a bomb to left field as well, but what a game, and what grit from the Gatemen.
Really, I mean, they really did. Late in this game, I mean, it's pretty easy, you know, at that point after the 4th inning, you know, they're down 5-1 at that point to just sort of mail it in, but that's exactly what they didn't do. They had a great 7th inning. They scored another in the 8th, you know, so they really, once they needed to, they started capitalizing on some of the chances that they'd been having but hadn't been able to capitalize on before. And, you know, again, we talked about, I think it was Falmouth a few games ago with a huge 7th inning. And, you know, not the drama of that inning in terms of offensive firepower here, but in the 4th with 4 runs on 5 straight walks, you know, the Gatemen, again, they just find themselves in some tricky positions and really did a great job to just get even back into this game. And then there you are in the top of the 9th with bases loaded, and Samilo, who homered early. I mean, that's in a lot of ways, that's all you can do. I mean, I think there's a lot that the Gatemen can be happy with from tonight. And those bounces, they're going to come. They're playing well, and it's going to start going their way at some point.
And so let's take a look at the standings. Obviously, some games are still going today, but we'll look at the West. Braves 5-0, 10. They're clearly in first. Falmouth trailing Harwich 11-9 in the 9th right now. Let's assume that result holds. They'll stay at 5 points. Katuitt lost, and Hyannis losing big to Chatham right now, I believe 5-0. So if all those results hold, everybody in the West except for Bourne lost today, and Gateman's still right in the mix of that division race. And obviously, it's still early, too.
It sure is, and that's, you know, one of those. Gatemen certainly wanted to win tonight, but happy that East Division took care of the West Division for everybody else.
Yes,
so,
very much so.
You know, they didn't have the night they wanted, but neither did Falmouth or Katuitt or Hyannis either. So, you know, in that case, they got a little bit bailed out by the East Division tonight.
Player of the game, presented by Lang, Exifaris, and Bullard, is Cade Kern, the right fielder. Big home run in the 7th, 434 feet, Owen, and that got the Gatemen back into the game, made it a 2-run game at the time.
Yeah, Kern, I mean, just a great night tonight. Obviously, that blast, that was as good of a home run, I think, as any of us has seen. We said we haven't seen one that far. And then also, you know, 2 for 4. He had a good single in the 3rd inning, and then had 1 strikeout, flat out to shortstop, and then walked in the 9th. And that was the first man on of what could have been a really good rally for the Gatemen. So an excellent night for Kern in that 2 spot, batting at right field. Had some good catches in the field as well. So a really, really good game from him.
All right, so let's look ahead. Gatemen have Brewster at home tomorrow. First time these two teams will meet this season. Brewster defeated Katuitt by a score of 2-0 to improve to 2-2-1. They've won 2 in a row, so I would say 2 teams that have been relatively hot coming to face each other tomorrow.
Right, you know, the Gatemen, we talked about gaining some momentum going into this game, and I don't think this is a total momentum killer. You know, it can be, but depending on how the Gatemen handle it, they can really take this game as a positive too. And then Brewster also, finding a little bit of their rhythm early in this season. So certainly going to be a good matchup tomorrow. Both teams sort of haven't established themselves. Both sort of, just not to use the word in terms of being a criticism of either team, but just sort of middling so far. Both trying to establish themselves toward the top of their division, but neither one has found themselves there so far. Bourne certainly has, but these games playing other similar level teams, those are going to be, as the season goes on, those are going to be important matchups, a huge opportunity for the Gatemen, try to get some things going.
And so your final from Doran Park, Bourne Braves 6, they improved to 5-0. Wareham Gatemen 5, they drop to 2-3. Thank you everyone so much for joining us and what was a wild finish here in Bourne, Massachusetts. Signing off for our entire crew, Owen Sughrue, Jack Sadighian, everyone have a great Saturday night and be sure to tune into our matchup against